we're just gonna take your weapon away from you.
True. Okay, we're live with session 34, Nova Indagatio. Do you guys remember what you were doing last time?
We are talking about a potential intervention for
PvP, PvP,
which might lead into PvP because his weapon has gone a little too far, and this paladin ain't letting up. He wants to do something about this, so either we all do something about this, or the paladin does it himself. And we're in the Dwarven Kingdom, and what else are we doing around here?
So there's also a thing here. I don't need to necessarily sleep.
Okay.
Well,
More
that
than
doesn't
2
matter.
hours. Okay, good Felix.
Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
I'm like, why do we care?
Well, it's
Yeah.
Felix's plan.
You
so
don't
don't
know
worry
anything
about
about Felix's plan,
I just
and
know
you
he's trying to
don't.
sneak into my room.
Yeah,
You
so-
don't need to worry your little happy head about what he's doing.
Yeah, so I
Perfect.
believe we specifically left off with us fading to black with Atahia on the tattoo table with Leyland giving her a tattoo, and then you guys were like chatting about stuff. So why don't we just resume there, because I don't know like when your plan is supposed to take place. So I assume it's like some point getting around dinner time, like people are starting to get ready for bed and stuff like that at some point, but you guys are doing your little tattoo and chatting. I don't know where Megumi, I don't know if you're still in the temple. If you were there for the day, you should be probably finished with that and heading back to the inn. Mountain, I don't know what you would be doing up to
In my
this
room.
point. Just chilling in your room.
polishing,
Last thing I said was
polishing
I would-
his hammer.
Well, as Spencer, the last thing I said was, I'm going to my room to sleep.
Okay, so you're in your room chilling, sleeping already. I don't know what you're doing, but so yeah, Leyland tattooing Atahia. Do you guys have any further conversations, or are you kind of done with this and enacting said plans? Or
No, I think the only thing we still have to figure out is when. When is the best time to do it, right? Is this something we want to try to do evening, morning?
Are you
in a
looking
couple
in
of days?
Megumi? Because I think she's...
We probably will, but I think
Okay.
this is still
All
just we're just discussing this at the tattooing session,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we're gonna loop her in after.
Okay.
Well, I think, like, is this something we want to be doing in the Dwarven city in case shit hits the fan? Like, do we...
Well, it depends on how willing your the paladin man is to wait, or to like, because we're gonna still be here in this Dwarven Kingdom for a couple more days.
Yeah, but didn't the paladin say something about, like, they were gonna, as soon as we left, they were planning
Yep.
on? Yeah,
Yeah, that's what he said.
Maybe we come up with a reason to need to leave, just like a day trip.
Well, could be some rare materials we need to gather for some crafting related reason, because we are getting some stuff made.
Probably need to figure out something that's mostly believable.
Anyway, we should try and get Megumi in on this. I was just trying to inform you about everything that's going on, and yeah, we can do some more planning.
Yeah, you guys can finish up the tattoo, and you can easily find Megumi. I'm assuming Megumi, you would, after your temple duties, you're just chilling in the tavern where you guys are staying, hanging out, maybe talking to some dwarves. Yeah, you guys can find her.
We pull Kitty Cat aside and just make sure Mountain isn't around, and
Yeah, he's in his room sleeping.
I mean,
resting.
Kitty Cat has her fancy spell now, I think, right?
True.
Hold, please. I have a lot of spells.
Kitty cat, insulate us.
There it is. Well, I cast it, but yeah, I cast
Yeah.
Silent Table.
All right. Table
Whether
is
or not it
silent.
shows up.
So, we got a slight problem.
What is going on?
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puff weapon.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's concerning.
So, the dude, the dragon dude, I don't remember his name. He knows about these weapons, and it's apparently super corrupting his soul. And he's like a good paladin guy, and he's basically like, either we do something about this weapon or he will as soon as we leave the city. So how do you feel about staging an intervention?
I think that that's something that we ought to do, but we have to be careful. The mountain is big, and if he gets angry, he could turn on us.
Mountain smash.
Mountain Lodge. Mountain Smash.
Well,
Me.
Leyland apparently has some plans of how to separate him from the weapon
Mm-hmm.
in a non-confrontational way, I believe.
Yep.
What is the plan specifically?
All right. I'm gonna have to mute him right now. See, I'm actually super sneaky. It turns out, if I want to be,
I'm not surprised, honestly.
and so this weapon there has some sort of supernatural senses, but even if it gets if I'm invisible, I can be even sneakier. And a weapon like that, even if it has supernatural senses, if I'm being sneaky enough, there's almost no reason for it to still detect me, if I am sneaky enough. And I have a combination of spells that would allow me to remove it from his body relatively easily without him noticing it's gone until like multiple minutes later.
Should we talk to the dwarves about this? They're the ones that made it. Perhaps they know a good way to neutralize it? I mean, that's good for getting it away from him, but from there we need to figure out how to dispose of it.
I'm sure this paladin has an idea for that.
Yeah, I think the paladin has some ideas on that.
I think he even mentioned, like, helping ensure the mountain had a equally good weapon in turn of getting rid of this one just because it's a bunch of stuff about their old people from a long time ago and their soul is now in this weapon, and he's pretty sure it's like one of those people that went around like killing all the magic users when they like were wiping out the magic in this area. Remember that history junk? Yeah, well, he thinks it's one of those people, which kind of tracks with the whole like kill magic people and like feed on their blood. But he says the stronger it gets, the more chance there is for it to like take over the mountain. So like imagine big mountain man now with psychotic magic. What's the word?
Hate?
No, I was thinking like
Just.
magic extermination mentality.
Hmm. I mean, the way that I see it like this, right? I read a lot of books, and very often in those books, the incredibly powerful wizards and similar types, when they get super duper strong, they tend to be like, I am so powerful, I'm so strong, but I'm also a nerd, and I have puny muscles. So their workaround tends to often be just put their soul in like an amulet or something, and then just steal the body of like Bimbo McBuff guy over there and have the best of both worlds. So might be a
Well,
situation like that, you know?
clearly this has become a situation where we need to separate him from the hammer. I don't want to hurt him. Do we have any kind of like ways of incapacitating him if he gets violent, like sleep
Mm-hmm.
or
Oh yeah,
okay.
I got multiple options. We could try and make him go sleepy sleep. We could I could like nauseate him, but he's a pretty fortified man, so that might not go well. I can just hold him in place.
I do have that spell too that I can hold him in place. So
I also have this secret trick up my sleeve that I haven't shown that I could use if necessary.
I have masterwork manacles, guys.
are they giant sized?
No, but I can cast enlarge or reduce, depending on if it's on the manacles or the guy.
Okay. Well, I'm on board. I certainly don't want something that would corrupt the mountain's soul to be left unchecked.
So our question was, do we do this in the city, or do we find some excuse to have to leave the city in case he goes apeshit and we have to, you know, subdue him a little?
I think we might want to leave the city if possible, just because um, he could do damage. We don't want the dwarves to suffer for all of this.
True,
And
true.
it would be easier for us to, see when he sleeps if we're all out in nature versus having our separate rooms here in the inn.
Mm-hmm. Well, I then I would suggest we're gonna get info to our paladin guy and provide him with a plan of like we're gonna be leaving town in X days, and if you come to our camp um, the morning of the first rest, then we can make sure he's disarmed at least.
Yeah. All right. Well, uh, I'll say a prayer to the gods that this works. Uh,
All right,
I,
kitty cat. We also gotta figure out a plausible reason why to tell him we're leaving town. You got a task we need to go do or anything? Like
um,
a day trip style task, because we wouldn't be
yeah.
like dipping out for a long time, but
I mean, we could. I don't know. There's not a lot of herbs here for me to gather, but we could go look for some herbs. Maybe I'll ask around the dwarves about if they know of any specific herbs and we can go look for them, you know.
sure.
Who knows? Maybe we'll find a dragon killing herb for the evil dragon.
Mm-hmm. All right, then.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys. It's evening time. If you guys just want to head to bed, Or you wanted to find the paladin now? I don't know what your plan was.
How late is it in the night?
It's not super late. It's like, well, you don't know exactly what time it is because you're in a mountain, but in terms of like what everyone's doing, it seems like it's like the whoa, Jess's camera went crazy. Are you still there?
I'm here. I just
You're
camera.
just green.
Yeah.
You're just green. It's okay. Yeah, you can just tell it's like the time for evening meals is about the time you're at right now. Like most people are just finishing up eating their third meal of the day, essentially. So
Mm-hmm.
it's around that time, I guess.
Well, we could at least just go do a little quick info hunting about herbs and maybe plan to head out sometime tomorrow, and then we can let him know that we want to go perusing for flowers
Yeah.
for the Megumi Hila.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's go.
You go find Paladin. You go figure out what type of herbs you actually want. I'll go talk to the big man.
Yeah.
Go, team, go.
Hey.
I'm using my diplomacy to ask around of anybody that's knowledgeable about herbs.
Yeah, you can find someone who talks about. So, what are you exactly you asking? Just like what can you find around here?
That, and if there's like, are there rare herbs that they know of? That kind of thing.
Yeah, so one dwarf you'll find, he'll say, yes, there's a rare acid bite herb. You can use it, you can throw it, and it'll act like an acid little bomb that you can throw at people. It's dangerous to harvest, but if you know what you're doing, you can eventually use it to make your own stronger concoctions, or just use it the way it is. But it's kind of weak against stronger people, but for your average person, this will hurt people a lot.
And is it plentiful throughout the mountain? Is there
No, it's a bit rare, but so people pay quite a bit if you can find any. But there said to be some nearby. Not sure exactly where, or else I would be gathering it myself.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
But yes, it is dangerous to gather. As I said, it could blow up in your face. But if you know what you're doing, you can harvest it pretty easily. Should be within a mile or two radius of the city. Not exactly sure where, but you'll have to use your... if you're skilled at locating such things, you'll have to use your skill in that.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information.
I'm gonna
He
go
kinda
knock on.
lifts his hand up a bit, as if expecting a tip for the information.
I give him a gold.
He winks and thanks you as he puts the gold coin in his pouch.
Go knocking on Mountain's door.
Is this the same days, like in the evening this is happening?
Yeah. This has probably been like a few hours. I mean, it's probably been past 2 hours of when you went to sleep, so you'd be up now, I guess. I don't know what you're doing, but...
Okay.
Why are you sleeping so early?
Has he got a headache? From being
Just
non-consensually
relaxing, enjoying a quiet day.
Oh, okay. Hey, kitty cat wants to go flower picking tomorrow, and apparently they're a bit rare and hard to find. So we need
What are we
your... I don't know. She just told me that she had some herbs in the area she needed to go gather, and we need a survival-y person who knows the area to help us. You down?
I mean, you didn't even need to ask. I told you my job is to protect you, free.
Yeah,
So
I know.
if
But
you're
I know
leaving,
we've
I will follow.
just been chilling in the area, so just letting you know that she wants to go herb hunting tomorrow.
Alright.
Okay. You head better? You still not feeling good?
I'm feeling better.
That's good. Okay.
Just enjoying the quiet time.
Alright, well, I'll leave you to your quiet time then.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, he'll just go back to bed and lay down and just close eyes, relax. He won't sleep, but just enjoy the quiet.
All right, you guys doing anything else for this evening?
No, I think that's it. Well, I mean, I'm going to the church and I'm finding the undercover paladin and informing him that we're gonna be leaving most likely tomorrow, but soon, and it's just gonna be like an overnight outing where we're gonna be looking for herbs, and if he finds us at our campsite, after the first night, we're gonna try and make sure that the weapon is removed from him for when he comes to help us do an intervention.
Yeah, give me a perception check as you go into the temple trying to look for this guy.
What
Very
do my health
good.
eyes see?
Yeah, you can tell that like everyone seems to like not be paying attention to this person. Like maybe they haven't noticed him or don't see him. It's like clear that like they like seem to like almost bump into him at times. But he's like kind of sticking to the shadows, but you can see him clearly. And you can tell, and he kind of locks eyes with you as you clearly wave at him, and then he kind of like ducks around into one of the empty alcoves and kind of waves you over.
Yeah, I start crouching and instantly disappear.
There's only a skeleton crew here as it's late, so there's not many people chilling. You meet him in the alcove. He lowers his hood and says, "What news have you?"
All right, so we're gonna be getting out of town soon, most likely tomorrow. But only for like a small outing. Overnight is the plan. Gonna be gathering herbs, and if you can get to us at our campsite, probably best in the morning.
Where's your
We're gonna
campsite?
try and make sure.
Where will this campsite be?
I don't know exactly, since we're gonna be out looking for herbs and we're gonna try and be realistic about it. But I will have the statue on me, so that should help you.
Make sure you remove it
down.
for any extra dimensional space, and I will attempt to scry on you. If you feel something, try to overcome your willpower. Please let it go through.
Yep.
Actually, the long con.
Right? I'm like, fun con. Actually, I'm going to murder you.
Sounds good. I will keep eyes on the gates, and when I see you leave, I will wait an hour or two and then attempt to scry. Well, how long until you make camp so I know when to scry on you?
Well, we're gonna try and
Scry dinner time.
knowing us, probably around dinner time. So.
Okay. I will scry on you then and locate your camp and then await for the moment. Maybe give me a signal to know it's the time I should reveal myself. What should I look for as the signal?
You should look for the first rays of the sun to crest the North Mountain. Anyway.
All right. I'll wait for that moment where the sun starts to break its crest. It'll be a long night, but this will be worth it. Ridding your friend of this demonic possession will be better for all of you.
Yep.
Demonic all of a sudden.
Yeah. It is what it is. Okay. And that's it from me this day.
Yeah. You guys will do your secret elven handshake and leave. Anyone else doing anything this evening?
Just saying a generic prayer to the gods that we're successful and that the mountain can be saved.
I'm gonna go do some drinking competitions with dwarves.
I will execute my master plan, actually. So, I get up.
And put your weapon up your ass, where no one can reach it.
You know this thing is bigger than me, right?
I heard you're bigger on this.
Oh my god!
Okay.
You guys are sleeping. I guess it's some timer manner. Well, I guess what does Mountain do all night? Because you don't have to sleep. You're just chilling.
Legitimately laying in bed, just enjoying the fact that it's quiet.
All right, you're doing some sort of enjoyment of the peace and quiet, but suddenly a jolt in your mind, almost like a buzz or a shock, will kind of like buzz against you as your weapon will speak to you and says, "There's a dragon within 300 feet of us. We must kill it."
Can you tell what kind?
Evil.
No, but I know it's in the air. I see it, I feel it moving. Get Leyland. They can shoot it down. We must move quickly. They fly quick.
What direction are they heading?
South.
Can you tell how big it is?
No.
And it's gone.
I'll get up and look out the window. Is it like a clear night,
The
John?
window. You're in a mountain.
True. Well, I mean, a city of a mountain, but I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's in the mountain.
Yeah, they made it in the mountain, so.
He just goes like screaming naked through the streets. There's a dragon! There's a dragon!
That's fine. I told you in the deal we made. Unless they are evil, and we know that for sure, I will not hunt them. You agreed with me on this, partner.
How are we supposed to
First
know
ask
if we
questions
don't
later.
identify what it is? We're wasting time. It's circling the city, but probably not for long. Who knows what it's doing?
If it tries something, I'll react. Else, I will just stay in bed, have my eyes closed.
Give me a will save.
Conflict time.
Yeah, you're okay, but like I said, you always feel like when you're making a will save, and you'll just feel like you'll just get like the it'll feel like the impulse is like you want to get out of bed and find out what dragon it is, but you will save against it, and then you're just like, no, I don't really want to do that. But you have like the urge like struck you as if you wanted to for a moment.
So, the second deal we struck. You stopping to make me do things I didn't feel like doing. What happened to that one, partner?
I don't know what you mean.
I can tell when you're trying to influence me.
We are one. Our wills are the same.
Not quite. My will is on leaving the good ones alone. I don't need to hunt every magical things I won't make enemies just because. Were you, I'm fairly sure you would relish in the thought of every magical being in this town dying tonight.
I'm just talking about dragons. You'll learn. There are no such thing as a good dragon.
Mm-hmm. And just staying in bed, John.
Yep. It doesn't say anything out further to you, and
Well, actually, I will open my eyes to make sure. Is it still in the corner where I left it?
yeah,
Does it decide to? Okay, so it hasn't decided to
it's not
fucking
gonna
go
start
somewhere.
flying around. And...
Well, it can, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's not doing that. But yeah, time will pass. There's no sun to indicate morning, but there are. They have their own ways of like indicating when it's time to get up to do a next shift of things. So, like certain bells will ring and things will start happening. You start getting the smell of food being cooked for breakfast. So these sort of things will wake you guys up for morning.
Does it bother me more during the night about this dragon?
I guess at one point he'll just say like, "Ah, it's gone now." After a few minutes, and just berate you for wasting the opportunity. But that's about it.
Yeah, I'll pick up my partner, put him in a sheath, and head downstairs. Armanul.
Yeah, unless any of you wanted to do anything extra early, you're all in the tavern getting served breakfast and stuff like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you guys can let me know what you want to do from here. You guys...
Hey, good morning.
I drank too much with the dwarves last night. Don't talk to me for another hour.
Have some mysteriously dark, bitter elixir.
I was going to say, hot brown morning potion.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
ask
got
the
greasy
bartender.
food.
I'll ask the bartender if he has any hangover cures for my friend.
Yeah, dwarves specialize in drinking, and they have their own special concoctions to help with hangovers. So yeah, he'll just say coming right up, and you just see him like mixing a bunch of different things. But he'll eventually pass you this like orangey colored liquid that's in like a see-through glass cup. He just kind of slides it over to you.
Thank you.
Coin?
Yes, of course. Of course I pay for my drinks.
You'll like, I feel like Atahia from wherever she is just like takes a handful of, doesn't even know what she's grabbing and slaps it on the table and grabs it and just downs it. Like, oh god, why did I drink with the dwarves?
Yeah, you'll instantly feel better after drinking it.
Oh. That's surprisingly very helpful. Man. Maybe I should get wasted every night if they got that kind of shit around here.
They call it regret away.
Yeah. Who's amped for some flower picking?
Yay.
I mean, technically, it's an herb, but it's a very valuable herb if we can get some.
Can I just call it flower picking?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna touch any herbs.
Why? You scared?
No,
So where
I
exactly is
just...
that we need to go?
Great
Um,
question.
It's not too far outside the city. It's just a little, like a day trip kind of thing. Obviously, I don't have specifics because it's, you know, a wild plant and I have to, you know, find it that way.
You've lived here for a while. Do you know anything about where rare herbs in these mountains are? Well, I mean, not lived here, but like,
I was about
you
to
know
say,
what I
like,
mean.
I haven't lived. Yeah. Well,
Lived here as in the general continent.
Yeah, that
Mm.
probably
describe
doesn't
it up to
narrow
me.
it down too much.
Hmm.
Can you describe the up to me? Make with me.
Like,
Yeah.
that's her job.
Yeah, I'll describe it to him.
I'll try and do this with a combination of survival and geography, John.
Sure.
Oh,
Oops.
Yeah. Oh my
Oops.
god.
God.
Yeah, he hasn't
My
encountered
brother
it
in
before.
Christ, this thing does not exist.
Hasn't heard
It's
of it.
fucking
Never
ridiculous.
seen it before.
You sure it's real?
Yes, I'm sure it's real. We'll just you know, go for a little day trip outside the city. It's fine.
All right. If there's nothing else you guys are getting up to, you guys can make your way out the gates and begin your search. You can give me a knowledge. I think you have knowledge, or not? Not what your gather
Herbalist.
skill? Yeah, herbalist skill, whatever it was. Profession. That's what it was. Yeah, that'll take you about 2 hours, and you'll be able to locate it, the general area of it. You guys will be searching for about 2 hours. Well, I'll say this. So, like, I don't know what your exact plan is if you want to, like, feign looking for it or something. But 2 hours, you guys are searching, and Megumi, you spot it. So you can decide if you want to point the party out to it, or if you want to pretend like you don't see it. I don't know what you're doing. But you see it. After 2 hours, you guys are scouring, and you see the plant as the dwarf was describing it to you. You can see, like, a little drip of acid, like, splashing the ground near it.
I will pretend to not see it. I'm
Okay.
trying to drag this out so that we have to spend the night, basically.
Sure. Since you guys are in the area of it, the party can give me perception if you're all looking.
nope.
Alright, yeah, if you're
Not
not even
looking
trying
at
to
all.
look, then you don't have to give me perception.
Okay.
Leyland, you can spot the acid plant.
So
since-
I have to
yeah.
ask this, John. Are we like staying a lot like in the same area? Or are we like looking a bit then
That's up
moving
to
like
you
fairly-
guys. I don't know. How do you guys search for the plant? If you're all just like huddled together and Megumi's kind of leading you around, or are you all?
Yeah,
I think
mean,
since
she's the
Megumi is
professional,
leading this,
so-
I'm laying on her magic carpet and being like, sunbathing.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm mostly
I-
keeping an eye out for things that want to murder us.
Yeah, so you're like looking around, and then you'll see like, I think more so what you notice. Yeah, Harold, you won't notice, but
Well,
Leyland,
it was
instead
supposed to
of
decide like, am I taking take 20 on this, or just rolling? That's basically what I was trying to figure out. Because if you're taking
you're
the time with this
rolling,
one-
because it's like you're just like stopping for a second or two, looking around, and then keep moving.
yeah, that's
unless
basically what I came
Megumi
down. Just like, okay,
stops
cool,
you
then, yeah,
guys.
this-
But Leyland, instead of seeing the plant, you'll more notice Megumi, like the subtle
Mhm.
like eye shift of her, like
Yeah.
her of eye recognizing something. So like it's clear to you that she's like seen a plant, but is like choosing
Fair
to
enough.
ignore it. So like you notice that, but you don't actually see where the plant is probably. But yeah,
Mhm.
you guys can keep your search going. There's no need to roll again because you know the area it is Megumi. So as long as you just are feigning ignorance and searching around, the sun will start to set after. Well, does anyone say anything after hours and hours of searching and seeing nothing?
Well, I guess it comes down because it's only gonna be me, right?
Well, I guess
no,
everyone's
I'm probably going to say something.
Okay.
Okay, if you
Because
spot it,
it's no. About saying something, right?
gotcha.
Because it's way better if controlled opposition tries to argue this
Yeah,
rather than you.
Yeah,
right?
so I would
it's
say
like-
about noon, like the sun's about halfway in the sky, and it kind of just starts to roll on everyone. Like, damn, where is this plant?
yeah.
So
So
we know, yeah.
I think it's really hard to find Megumi.
The
I
the
said, are
dwarf
you
said
sure
that's
it's
why it
real?
was. Yes, the dwarf said that it was, and he said that's why it goes for such a high price.
Did he actually
enough,
show
yeah.
you like the plant as an example, or just tell you?
He just described it to me. I don't I didn't go check the library or anything.
It turns out them trying to pull a prank on us after what we've done alone.
I don't think
Well,
that they would
that
try to.
seems unlikely.
They seem to hold us in high esteem. I don't think that they would pull a prank on us.
Which is what I mean. The chances of it is low.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, we still got plenty of daylight left.
Pull a page out of my book and just enjoy being in the sun and not having to, like, murder things for once.
You know, after the whole reincarnation thing, you've really changed your personality.
After the whole what?
You know, you dying.
Well, dying kind of does that to you, don't you think?
That's why she's appreciating the life that she's getting to live right now, is because she formerly died.
Fair enough.
Guess we'll give them. How many perception checks can I do John before like it becomes evening, just to see if I by chance fucking spotted?
Well, there was that
Well,
one
I don't
chance that
think we're
you
staying in
moved
that
on
area.
from that area, yeah. So that you're not in that same area anymore where the plant
Yeah,
is.
no.
So you can't just see.
Oh,
the-
okay. So basically,
you guys
okay,
have
so we
moved on
can
from that
explain
area.
where they would be, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're no longer.
Gotcha.
You guys
okay,
moved
gotcha,
along
gotcha,
now.
gotcha.
Um,
Okay.
But you can try like sense motives if you're like just to get a
I
sense
don't
of something.
have a reason to not trust them.
Well, I'm just saying to sense motive is just you get a hunch something's wrong. So it could be odd to you that your professional herbalist hasn't been able to find this one herb this one time. Every other time she has. I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to roll.
Not
I'm not going to force you.
necessarily, because
Yeah.
there have been times I've looked for herbs and I couldn't find them in the past.
Yeah.
And she's
Sure.
also said that it's a rare herb, was just like, okay, makes sense if they're hard to find.
Sure.
Because
I'm
else
not
they
going to
wouldn't be
force you
rare,
to
people
roll it.
just go like,
But
you know.
you're in the rules. You can roll it anytime you want. But anyway.
Yeah, but like,
Mm.
for Mountain, that's supposed like, there's nothing in him that makes him like, they're up to something. That's nothing that's. The closest thing was how nice it here was to him. That was the only thing he found off.
Yeah, it's up to you. I'm just saying by raw, you can literally
Okay.
spam sense motive because you have to get a 20 to get a sense of something being off. So if you don't roll a 20, you're just like, oh yeah, everything's fine. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm not always mean to you.
No, but like
True.
it used to really come off as like backhanded sarcastic when you're then being nice to him. Where he was just like really seems like, so we need you to come with us because like we need your help with this and stuff like.
And I guess by
No, I
raw,
can't
theoretically,
comment or
because
anything.
they're deceiving you, all of them needed to roll bluff, and then you would roll something. But anyway, I don't really care.
I mean, I'm not really doing anything to deceive.
You are
I'm
you're all
literally-
actively deceiving the mountain. But yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
It's a believable lie, so it's like plus to the DC. It's very hard to tell if you're lying about it because you're doing a very believable. You're doing a thing, but you have an ulterior motive. But yeah.
So, I think at some point when the sun comes low, I'm gonna. Oh, actually, something I am looking for while we're thinking. I am not just keeping an eye out for things that murder us.
Mhm.
If I spot some game while we're searching for herbs,
Yeah,
I
I
will-
mean, you'll see a bunch. I don't know what you're looking for. There's like a bunch of like random small.
It doesn't
creatures.
really matter, but I'm gonna try to do it towards the end of the day when the sun's
Okay.
getting lower, which could give us an excuse to, set up camp here and cook a nice
Right.
stew.
Okay, well before
Rabbit stew.
so a few hours after midday, before the sun starts to set, before you're looking for this kill,
Mhm.
Mountain, another
Mhm.
shock and jolt to your head. The weapon speaks to you. Dragon, 500 feet, west of you.
Leyland, do you see anything to the west about 500 feet?
Bunch of trees. But I probably roll, right? Not that I don't think
Sure.
I will be able to see anything. But
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna-
look to the
I mean, you can see
skies.
double the distance and shit, so fuck.
I
no.
do. I have like 3x zoom vision or something.
Clear
Leyland.
skies as far as you can
What
see.
do your elf eyes see?
I don't know. Nice clouds.
300 feet. Get me ready. 100
Keep
feet.
up,
It's
look,
getting
apparently it's
closer.
getting- Something within 100 feet of us, Leyland. With
I
that, you
knock
should
an
be
arrow.
able to fucking see.
It's like something.
A dragon.
Yeah, I should be able to see that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a bit sus. So I'm gonna just like be on alert, start looking around.
Yeah. You can give me another perception check.
Yeah.
Is it in the air or is it down on the ground?
In the air. It's hovering above us.
100 feet.
Yes. You don't see anything, Leyland.
Yeah, it's like, no, I don't see shit. But I mean, it could be, it's probably outside of my sensing range, but my eyes don't make out nothing, so I don't know. Maybe your weapon's just high?
What? Why are you so sure that there is a dragon?
It is
Malcolm?
200 feet above us now.
So it's not getting further away.
Okay.
Remember, when I say that, you guys hear nothing of that.
Yeah.
Or are you talking to the weapon, or what are you...
Yeah, that is basically me saying, essence, like, now it's getting further away. Okay. Because before it was 100, now it's 200.
Mm-hmm. It's above us.
Because the thing can detect them. Megumi.
It's hovering or something. We need to... Maybe it's invisible. We need to do something.
Then why did it get further away?
It's perhaps scouting us out.
By getting further away from us.
Well, it was getting closer, then your friend knocked an arrow.
It do. Are you sure you're not extremely paranoid?
No. It's hovering at 200 feet still.
Okay, well, either it's whatever the fuck's going on right here. If there's actually a dragon there, we're gonna need to be careful, guys. We should find some cover. I'm gonna start looking around. Is there a larger copse of trees? Is there possibly even some sort of cave nearby?
There's a
that
few
we can
like
take cover in?
cave openings. Like some are shallow that you can directly see like it's just like a little carve out. And there's some that there's one other one that's actually like a deeper cave. You're not sure how deep it goes, but there's a cave there.
There, cave. Head in.
Do you all go for the cave?
Yeah, let's go for the cave.
When you all start making your way to the cave, the weapon immediately, again, you feel the jolt. It's flying back. West. It's leaving. You cowards.
I know that I can't hear the weapon, but I'm like, that's a good thing, right? The dragon's not attacking us.
It's out of my range now. I
Yeah,
can't
brother.
sense it as you guys are like entering the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just let know that it's leaving.
As you step forward in the cave, base perception from pretty much everyone, as long as you get like a 10, you can just hear there's like some creature in here that's like clearly been made aware of your presence. Sounds, Atia, you can definitely tell it's like a bear or something. Not like an unnatural creature. It sounds like a bear or maybe like a boar or something. Some big husky kind of creature. Leyland, yeah, you can definitely tell it sounds like some sort of bear that's just like roars as it like clearly smells you guys enter its territory.
Pissed off a bear.
And you can like, with that perception, you can tell it's like coming towards you. It's probably like 60, 70 feet deeper in the cave. But if you guys want to kill a bear, you can stay
I'm
here.
like, nope.
That's less scary than a dragon, but I mean, don't want to piss off a bear.
I mean, I'm not
Let's
getting
stand at the
smacked
cave,
to the face by a
But
bear.
wrong.
Are you sure that
Bear.
Christian just
Bear.
wasn't thinking that the bear was a dragon?
So,
Mm.
Bear.
yes,
Alright,
I
you guys
guess-
are backed out of the cave, or are you chilling in the cave still?
I backed out of the cave.
Yeah,
I
I'm
understand
not
it is
getting
sort of
on the
like-
face.
So why are we? Yes, it's a bear, and the issue.
I'm
Well,
squishy.
I don't think we want to murder it.
It might not do anything to you, but it could fucking
Yeah, but
bite
those
my head
poor
off.
Leyland's reaction sounded like he was just terrified.
Leyland's perception, you can tell it's like within 30 feet, and it's like going to lunge at the mountain if you guys don't immediately like
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, he's probably
just
gonna
hear,
try
like,
and bite you, mountain. Fuck off. I think I go like.
Yeah, you can see it in the cave. It kind of goes to its hind legs, and you kind of surprise it a bit, and it backs up a bit. But
I will turn
I go,
around, look
and
at
start.
it. I won't actually yell because it is 9 p.m. here and I have
yeah.
neighbors. But mountain base just deep breath and just bellow.
All right, give me an
At
intimidate
this thing.
check.
Which I hate this place on Charisma, which is the dumbest shit ever. Because basically I was just like trying like look big and strong and scary to it.
Yeah,
More.
you're trying to intimidate it.
Yeah, I know. And it's gonna fail. Wow.
Nice.
Because
you kind of
I
like.
can be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it, well, I mean, it's not stupid. It sees like this giant creature. And yeah, with Leyland's like surprise, like shout too, it'll like back up and kind of scurry back into the cave for now.
Okay, not a good cave for cover if we don't want to murder a bear.
How does bear meat taste, by the way?
It's not that great.
Depends. If you can get the blood out fairly well, it can actually be fine. It's gamey though.
So you guys back out of this cave. The weapon will just chime in once in a while and just say, "We need to kill these things when they're scouting us out, learning about us." Do you understand?
Yes.
Next time I sense one that close, we need to engage it. You have people that have magic, tell them to do some glitter dust or some spell to reveal hidden creatures. Tell them. And tell them to stop being cowards. Are you not going to tell them?
We see a dragon again. I'll let them know.
Hmm. Alright, the rest of you, the sun will keep getting lower, and it's about the time where Leyland, you said you wanted to look for some game to shoot. And you will see like one of these mountain deer that are rare and is clearly not native to this range, but the eco life has been changed a bit. Anyway, you see a deer, and it's just clearly eating some shrub that's on the ground here, and it's a prime, easy shot just to take it out.
Yeah, I mean, if this deer clearly isn't in some sort of enclosure
No,
that it belongs
it's
to
just
someone,
a wild deer
just
as far
like-
as you can tell. Yeah, you just pop an arrow, it goes right through the neck, and it kind of just collapses. Easy, quick, clean kill.
Mhm.
The rest of the party just sees like this arrow, and they immediately are. If they didn't see it before, they now notice the deer just kind of collapse.
Rip Bambi. May Forno take your soul into the blessed afterlife while we feast on your
Who's-
meat.
Who's Bambi? Did you
Don't
just
worry
name
about
the
it.
deer that we just killed?
Yeah,
Why exactly are you hunting, Leland?
Oh,
'Cause
I
I'm
was getting
hungry.
really hungry. Because it's getting kind of late.
I thought the only one who was eating was Megumi.
No. Just
Just
because we don't have to eat doesn't mean we don't want to eat. It's a difference.
Fair enough.
We've been snacking like every day.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard good things about deer jerky as well.
Yeah, you guys can
Take a bit.
get the deer, sling it over your shoulder, and I guess you suggest to find a place to skin this and get it ready to eat.
Yeah.
Set up a camp or something.
I do suggest something like that. It's like, you know what? At least we got something today, even if it wasn't the The herbs we were
Hey,
looking
big
for.
man, find us a spot to, you know, make a fire and stuff. You're skilled at that, right? That's in your wheelhouse.
You're requesting a lot of me lately. So yeah, feel weird.
Would you want me to find it instead? It'll be a
No.
shit area.
I thought it's just weird that you're requesting things of me.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't
25.
really request it. I kind of told you to do it, but okay.
I forgot you're really good at skinning things, so maybe if you want to help, you can easily do that as well.
Well, I'm guessing I am the one that's going to be skinning it.
Sure, I don't know.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, so
you're
you...
gonna get like, so this is one steak, and this is like another, and then there's like this kind of steak and stuff.
Yeah, so you can find a good spot to set up a camp, a spot that won't cause any wild spread fires or anything like that by making a campfire easy spot. A nice little alcove of a cave to give natural shelter and stuff like that. Not a deep cave, just like a shallow one to give some shelter. And it's good for setting up a spot to eat and...
Can I find a like big rock, kind of flat?
like what for what? Like you want a big stone to do what with?
Using as a table.
Yeah. In this cavey kind of area, you can find a decent size like stone that can be used as like a table. You just can like push it over.
I dunk that, put it in. Actually, Miss Megumi, you know how to make water, yes?
Yes.
Can I just have you make someone this rock?
Okay.
Loosh.
So basically, just getting the worst of it cleaned.
Yeah.
I will put the deer there, and yeah, I'm just gonna basically skin this thing.
Yeah,
As
you
best
can
to
skin
my
it.
abilities.
Get rid of all the fur, and it's primed for
I
cooking.
forget, you
and-
can't take 20 on this, right?
If there's a penalty for failure,
So-
I can't remember the exact rules for taking 10 and 20
So
all the
that
time.
technically,
I don't think it matters, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't
I'm
matter.
just
You can skin the thing as well as you want and portion it out in like steaks and stuff like that.
Ooh, can you cut
Take
it in smaller pieces? I think it'll do good in stew.
Mm,
Sure.
yeah.
But like, I'm not the one making food, so
Yeah.
basically the way
Portion it out.
Leyland wants it cut, I will cut it.
Mm-hmm.
I also
Well, I'm
cast this
basically
on the
make, like,
deer, get rid of any parasites or.
Nice.
Do I do plan on like making a complete skin joint, not cuts of it?
Sure.
I'll basically just cut it, the skin as nice as I can, so basically like complete intact.
Sure.
Besides the one arrow.
Yeah, I mean the arrow's taken out and everything.
Yeah, but the hole in the hide
Yeah.
will be there. And I will keep
It's
the hide.
fine.
Yep. This takes a few minutes of carefully skinning while the spell's being cast. The meat is purified. If it was any pure parasites or anything in it, there are no longer. And you guys can easily start a fire in like a spit roast or a pot to make stew. I don't know what you're making, but you can do all the things that you want to do over the next little bit.
Deer stew.
The sun continues to set. By the time everything's ready for like making your stew and everything, the sun will probably just be cresting and setting. You guys can sit around and eat your deer stew.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's any chatter while you eat, but now's the time.
So,
for that.
Mountain,
Yes.
what are your plans after our mission concludes and we go home? Do you just go back to your people, or you got some other goals in mind?
Depends if I live.
Well, that's bleak.
Miss Megumi, we are going to fight the terror that lives on this island. I'll surprise if all of us make it out.
I mean, you know I'll be trying my best for all of us to make it out.
Yes. But do recall, my mission is to keep you three alive. I accepted this task with the thought that I might die at one point. For the sake of you three, and that thought I have accepted long ago. But if I actually don't die, either Held withdraws still to see if they have issues with the drown. And if not, then yes, I would return home and see what my chieftain has need of me for.
Is there a Mrs. Mountain at home?
Nah. Isn't that his
No,
weapon?
there's not.
Well, maybe you'll find her.
Meh.
Women love heroics.
I prefer the solitude.
Sounds boring.
Sounds nice and quiet.
Which sounds boring. Yeah,
Oh well.
good talk.
Stew's done soon, guys.
Yum,
Alright.
yum, yum. Food.
Here, have some of the savory herbs I picked while I was looking for the rare dude.
Oh, that's so nice.
These are 11 secret herbs and spices. I can't tell you what they are.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask them.
While you three eat, I will go and get myself a small nap.
Oh, what? Oh, no.
Okay.
Sweet dreams.
Bye bye.
I'll just go in a corner of the cave,
Mm-hmm.
place my hammer at my side, and just close my eyes and just
Yeah, as
try
you
and enjoy
close
some
your
silence.
eyes, and like you just barely you hear them all just chatting quietly. They're not like, unless they're overly talking loud, to not be considerate.
No.
But I assume they are being considerate of you trying to sleep. So as you're closing your eyes, and their voices are starting to like drown out as you're about to fall asleep. Another spark and jolt in your brain as your weapon wakes you up. Dragon 500 feet approaching us from the west.
Is it getting near the cave entrance?
Yes, slowly though. 400 feet now.
I'll
300
just keep
feet.
listening.
Are you not getting ready? 200 feet away. 100 feet.
At this point, I will get up and grab it and sort of just sprint towards the entrance.
Well, to the cave is only like maybe 10 feet deep. It's just like a little alcove, so you can just
Oh, okay, yeah.
and then you can just
Well,
like step.
in that case,
Gets
I will
up,
sort of
jumps
just,
past us.
I will
What
put
the
my hand on the weapon. I will still lay down. Let me know when it's 50.
Well, let's get the party's react. Or wait, so sorry. What are you doing? You're just still laying there?
So when I hear 100, I will
Yeah.
just grab the weapon, but I will
Uh-huh.
still lay back. I will just ask it. Let me know when it's 50.
It's 50.
Not bad at this. Yeah, I guess because I don't need beat face training. I assume it's telling me the truth. I will basically just like leap up and just run. Well, not run, but yeah, get to the entrance.
Yeah, you take a
Okay.
few
Oh.
steps and you're at the
Fucking
entrance.
anything.
50 feet away. Are you looking in the air, or where are you looking?
I will fucking look in the air and everywhere.
Yeah, you start looking everywhere. You don't see anything. It's dark. Do you have dark vision? I can't remember.
Did you not giving me dark vision? No, you ended up not giving me dark vision. Then no, I have my shield, but that's currently not on, I guess. So the only light will be from the campfire behind me.
Yeah, so you can see like within 30 feet. I mean, you guys picked it as a little bit of a secluded area, so you can, like there's a cave to your back, so it could be from coming from behind you. I don't know how good you are at telling Nordic directions, like all the directions. Like it says it coming from a direction, but I don't know if you know what that direction is.
Well, I guess we come down to survival.
Sure. Yeah, so you can tell it said it was coming from the west. So the west of you would be behind the cave. So it's like the cave's maybe like 60 feet tall. So it's on the other side of that cave.
And
Maybe.
it's within 50 feet.
It'll tell you again after all this time. Say it's like within 15 feet, or not 15, 30 feet. But before
What's going on?
Yeah, you guys see the mountain just get out, and he just starts like looking around while holding his weapon. What do you guys say?
What?
And then I get told 30 feet.
Yeah.
I start looking around. I have uber dark
Leyland,
vision,
do
see,
you
and
have anything
darkness.
within
Yeah,
30
the rest
feet
of-
of you?
Sorry,
Yep.
what did you say?
Because I have the eyes of the dragon.
Oh, are those always on? I forget.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so then within 60 feet, you would feel the presence of something approaching. That's like walk because it needs to be connected to the ground, right? Or-
No. I do need a line of effect.
Oh,
essentially.
then you wouldn't.
Yeah.
It wouldn't ping then. Yeah.
I get out and I'm like, I look around, using the eyes of the dragon, which. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I can't. Is it? Where is it? Is it underground? Is it? I can't sense anything.
Both of you, can you get on the carpet quickly, please?
As you're talking, your weapon will say, "It's right on you," and then above you, if you guys just look up, you'll hear someone clear their throat. As this guy puts his head over the cave, and he's got this red flaming hair. It's not on fire, but it's like the reddest hair you've ever seen. A very attractive, conventionally attractive guy. He's got like a nice grizzled orangey beard. He must be some sort of ginger. He kind of looks over the cave and he says, "Excuse me, travelers. I couldn't help but smell your food. May I join you?"
Why are you on a cave, and who the fuck are you?
Am I okay to approach? It seemed to have startled you.
Well,
I think he's
More
fine.
so him than anyone else.
So is that a yes? May I join you?
depends.
Why is he on
On?
a cave?
Well, I know you're a dragon,
What?
so depends on the color.
I'm gonna take a wild guess.
I think that's a blue dragon.
Yeah, I think he's a bit racist. Don't mind him too much.
As
And
long
if it's
as
for-
you don't set me on fire, you
just-
can come sit next to me.
If you just want some nice food, we've got more than enough. I technically made enough to feed him, and he's not having any.
What's
Just
your
doesn't
name,
wanna
stranger?
Well, seeing how as you somehow are aware of my true nature, I don't know if it's safe to eat with you.
Oh, it's in my
Don't
eyes.
mean
look.
us harm, I won't mean you harm.
As long as you aren't going to eat us, it's okay.
No, I wanted some of your deer. As he's speaking, the weapon will again, you'll feel like that jolt and say, "It's clearly a red dragon. Reds are known for being the most evil. How can you make such a promise?"
All right, buddy, come have
Not
some
a
deer.
promise, it's a
What's your
more
name,
of a
friend?
time-baked threat. If he harms us, I will kill it. Now be quiet, please.
Yeah, so he'll pop on over and he'll kind of slowly glide down. He's clearly has the effect of some sort of feather fall, or maybe he's flying, who knows? But he just kind of glides down. He's wearing this nice crimson red robe. It's clearly concealing. He's clearly got like armor on underneath this robe because it's like bulky. His shoulders are kind of like bulky, and he's clearly looks like some sort of warrior. Like he's like built. He's strong. He looks strong.
Nice.
And he kind of just like glides down as the robe kind of flaps up. You can see it's like a mithril armor. And he's got like clearly decked out in magic gear. Like they're shedding a bit of light. The boots are glowing. They have like little wings on the back of them. And he's just like slowly gliding down. On his belt, you can see
next to me.
on his belt, you can see he does have 2 daggers that are just like sheathed, but he also has like a big great sword that's just like on his side as well. He lands and kind of straightens up his
What's
cloak.
a red doing in this area?
Where did I
Again,
put
a
it?
little bit racist. Don't mind it too much.
Well, actually, I will actually say specifically in Draconic to him.
You're holding the weapon?
I can speak Draconic normally.
Oh, okay. He'll respond to you in common and just say, I just asked to join you as a common man, but since you somehow know my identity, I don't wish to get into all that. But if you do insist on knowing these things, I will move along.
No, it's okay.
Well then, if you can contain your friend here, I will join you in your
Go back
meal.
to sleep,
over in my
Mountain.
corner.
Yep, corner time.
We don't need to RP this, but the weapon will be furious about this and basically just berating you for allowing your friends to treat with a red dragon, known for their trickery and their ability to seduce
Yeah, I
people.
won't get any sleep.
Yeah, he's not gonna
Yeah,
let you
don't worry,
sleep.
we got rid seduced.
Yeah, so
you're
he'll
news to me.
he'll sit next to Atahia if she's like saying, "Oh, sit here," and he'll grab a bowl and he'll leave 5 gold coins in its place and thank you for the meal. And as he sips it, he'll just say, "What brings you out here? I haven't seen adventurers. You're all looks like it. You're all different kind of people out here."
Oof.
Which
Well,
we're looking
we
for
were
some
flower
herb.
picking.
Strange. He'll just like be sipping the soup.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have heard of who slew the dragon to the north of here, have you?
Oh yeah, no, totally. That
There
was
was
us.
there was a dragon to the north?
Yeah. You know the he wasn't like really a dragon. He was like more of a skeleton dude.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Well.
pissing us off real bad.
I assumed it must
Pat
have
is
been
like,
you.
don't worry, we're not killing all of them though.
Oh, I didn't assume you would. Most people are not a
Okay.
fan of undead creatures, as are we. I just wanted to give you my thanks for slaying such a horrendous creature.
Well, you know, he tried to fuck with my sleep, and no one fucks with my sleep.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she gets real grumpy.
I suspect that's why it died the first time. People aren't fond of losing their sleep to these creatures.
Quite possible.
You can rest easy knowing the Reds don't do such things.
Yep.
I'm so rude.
I do hear they like barbecues though.
Yes, I'm so rude. I didn't introduce myself. My name's Kindriel, and all of you.
No fucking way.
What are your names?
I am Leyland.
Leyland. Nice to meet you.
Atahia.
Nice to meet you.
Megumi.
Pleasure. And the fellow that left, I guess. I don't need to know his name, I guess, if he doesn't want to be friendly with me. I'm
Fair enough.
content knowing the rest of you. It's good to have friends here.
Yep.
I haven't seen well, I've seen elves before, but catfolk, strange seeing you. I don't think I've seen a single one in this land since I've been here.
Oh, well, I'm not actually from this land.
Oh,
Guys,
where'd
should
you
I
hail
do
from?
it? Should I do it?
A city called Geffen.
Gaffin. He kind of thinks for a bit. I think I've heard of it. That's pretty far away. You must be very powerful to have come here. Well, you slew a nightmare dragon, an undead one at that. You all must be very powerful.
All right, Kindrel, give me a yes or a no.
What are you doing?
Give me a yes or a no.
Are you just saying that?
Yeah.
What? I'm confused. What are you?
What are you vibing?
I guess he'll roll. He'll just like raise an eyebrow. Yes.
All right. I pull off my mask.
And then you reveal like what your tiefling horns and tail and all that.
Yeah.
Well, he'll just like raise his eyes. Whoa! I did not. You are a band of interesting people.
True. True. Hi, I'm the nerd.
Well,
Yeah.
You can't blame me for my curiosity, but what does bring you to this land? I guess Megumi, you're from a faraway place. Are you? I thought you were both elves, but are you from?
Yeah.
Where are the rest of you from?
There too.
So yeah, same continent.
That's interesting.
Not the same city.
Very much not the same city.
Well, it brings you to
My city is
our
elves.
continent.
Dumb
Oh.
errands for a dumb monarch.
Yep. And we're like 99% certain that, at least from the information that we got so far, that it's useless and there's essentially nothing to be gained anyway. So we're not going to be able to fulfill whatever thing we came here to do. It's supposed to be somewhat secret, so I'm trying to be vague.
I see.
Yeah, my mom's friends with the king in Prontera, so I'm here as a favor for them.
Very fascinating. Yeah,
Your name sounds very familiar for some reason.
I believe I am a lot younger than my father, but I believe it is tradition for us to maintain a similar name. You may have heard of my cousin or great-grandfathers.
Must make reunions kind of confusing.
Well, we have our secret true names, but to everyone else we use the same name. There's some magics that rely on knowing one's true name, and well, you can blame my great grandfather for coming up with this silly idea to confuse this magic.
That's not entirely a bad thing, though. I mean, Geffen is a city of magic, and I probably know just as much as anyone else that names have power, so.
So how old are you?
I am. Did they give a age range here of their class? I thought I saw that somewhere. Maybe just under dragons. Where's that stupid chart? Dragon age. It's under true dragons, of course. I'm about 150 years old.
Wait, how much did it say? Sorry.
150.
Oh, it's like samesies.
Keeps drinking his soup. He'll almost be done and he just starts like, this is amazing soup. Fresh. You must have just killed it today.
It has her secret herbs and spices in it. I don't know what they are, but they taste amazing.
I agree.
I think they'd go well with poultry too.
Definitely.
Well, he just like kind of finishes the soup off, puts it down, and says, "It was a pleasure meeting all of you. I must
You
be.
too.
I must be off. I
Yep.
don't want to trouble you any further.
Same.
No trouble.
Well, if you're ever in the western part of this continent,
Mm-hmm.
you can know that it is our territory, and it would be a pleasure to host you for an evening, or meet up and catch up.
Are you sure you don't want to stay?
Well, what would we do? What did you want to do?
I don't know.
What do you want to do, Atahia, with a dragon?
None of your business.
I mean, she drank with dwarves the other day, so
True.
maybe she's just
Oh,
like
are
testing.
you all staying with the dwarves?
I mean, we're in the town currently 'cause
Momentarily.
we're getting some work done there.
Are you friendly with them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
Could I commission you for to deliver a message for me? Perhaps it'll come better coming from you.
Yeah.
You know, can be done.
Sure, thank you. He'll go into his side. He has like a little satchel that was like kind of pulled off to the side. He'll kind of pull it to the front, pull out this nice silvery blue metal mithril little scroll case. On the top, it has like this nice ruby dragon that's kind of like closing the capsule of it. They'll just kind of hand it over to, I guess, whoever said that they would do it.
Hey.
He'll just hand it over to you, Leyland.
Okay.
It's not sealed. You can read it if you're curious.
I think that's kind of rude.
I agree,
What's
but...
it say?
Oh, just outlining our terms and conditions for now that we will be laying claim to this territory. Time to collect taxes. Thanks again for clearing out that nightmare dragon. Open territory.
Is this like fire insurance that you're selling them?
Exactly! You get it. It would be a shame if things were to burn down all of a sudden. Fires are tricky to deal with. He's not talking quietly. You can easily overhear this. You're like 5-10 feet away.
Yeah.
It is.
What else do you guys do other than like set fires and collect taxes?
Well. We don't set fires unless they don't pay. If they pay, we offer protective services. Keep the area clean. Allow the dwarves to keep their mining operations working very well. They just have to give us a cut of it. We enhance our hoard and protect them.
What do you protect them from?
Well, there's those pesky
That's not what I'm gonna
drow.
do if they don't give me money.
True.
There's bands of orcs and goblins that trap the mountaintop. Anything really. If they come across any problems, they can come to us and we help them.
That's pretty useful.
Have you considered like making some overarching government structure?
Dragons are us.
Well, that's above my pay grade. I'm just the messenger.
Fair
Well,
enough.
now I'm paying you to be the messenger because, frankly, all this politics stuff is rather boring. But my father is insistent on it for some reason or another.
So what happens if the lower dragon wants to claim that territory? Do you guys have to like beef it like out or something?
No. You don't know of the Dragon Summit?
No.
No.
Oh,
I don't
really have
really.
dragons
I thought it was
home.
common knowledge. My father and all the elder dragons, they talk and they have
Okay.
meetings, and it was clear that someone had killed this dragon, so its territory was open, and we negotiated and decided who would get the territory, and the Reds, for whatever reason, have got claim to it.
Okay.
Well, that's nifty.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate you delivering that message. Please let them know
It's
it's
no biggie.
meant with the greatest intentions. It's not a threat or anything. If they say no, we will counteroffer and see if we can come to some arrangement. But we just wanted them to be aware of what's happening in this region.
Very
Yeah,
diplomatic.
I'll inform
of
them.
you.
Mm-hmm.
That it's under new management, so to speak.
Exactly.
And much nicer than just putting hundreds of people to sleep to power your dreamscape.
Exactly. So we would have dealt with this a long time ago, but the dragons here, we have some sort of alliance and treaties and these things. We can't just go around killing other dragons. It's
Fair enough.
not what we do since we've been here.
Yeah, I do understand that. There's nothing to. Never
Have
mind.
you
I'm not
ever
going to say that
wondered
sentence. Then.
what would happen? Do you guys have any interspecies babies?
Yes.
Are they dragons? Or part dragons? What even happens with that?
I believe they become some sort of mix. Sometimes they favor one race or the other, but typically only a female dragon can lay dragon eggs. But there will be some sort of dragonkin mixed breed.
Interesting.
Why does this...
It's mostly
Are
'cause we
you
don't
are
have
you
dragons.
wanting to sire or engender a half dragon, half tiefling baby?
Maybe. They seemed like they would go good together and kind of interesting. We both have tails, we both have horns. It's intriguing.
You are the most interesting creatures I've definitely met here. Most people, when they find out I'm a dragon, flee in fear.
I find you fascinating. We don't really have many dragons in Maldonia.
What am I to fear? I've already died once. What else you gonna do to me?
Oh, that's unfortunate. Are you
Yeah.
undead?
No.
He kind
Ew.
of sniffs the air. You don't smell undead.
I am not undead, okay?
You're resurrected.
I killed her death a little bit to piss off a god, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Whoa.
We're
kinda had
good
to-
now.
Yeah,
You are
I'm-
all
Something.
very
I'm sure
interesting.
one of these days Forno's gonna be like, girl, you mine, and I'll peace out of here, but until then...
Well, you sold me. I'll definitely be spending the night with all of you, if that's fine.
Yeah.
I would prefer if you leave.
He looks over to the corner. What's your problem,
listen
big
to
guy?
him.
Why don't you just come over
My
here?
problem
I
is
said-
currently that because I'm not killing you, I can't sleep.
Oh, yeah, as I said,
Sick
he's a little bit
man.
racist.
Aren't we all a little racist? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think we are. I think literally all of us are. Maybe
Yeah.
Atahiya's like the least racist person here.
I don't think I'm racist.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, come on.
So
You
he
never
only has
seen
the
one of those
unconscious
goblins
racism.
and just think, oh yeah, he's a goblin. They're always trying to steal and pillage and stuff, I never met a goblin that didn't want to do that. I'm just saying stereotypes exist for a reason.
I'm just
Is
saying, I
it
never met a
nice,
bald
though?
bugbear.
You can bond over your mutual racism towards goblin.
The weapon's still yelling at me, right, John?
The weapon has stopped trying to argue with you for now.
Oh, it's actually letting me try and fucking sleep.
Sure. Yeah.
Then I will try once again to fucking sleep.
Sure. Kendriel here will just shoot the shit with you guys and have another bowl of soup and just chill out with you guys if you guys let him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do or specifically talk about? But yeah, he's a red dragon, so he's definitely down for mating. So if that's what you want, he will put on the moves. And if you're not like opposed to it,
Atahia's like, let's go. I get to like do it with the dragon. Hell yeah!
Only weird part. This cave is only like, what would you say, 10 feet deep?
We're not doing it in the cave. Ew, gross.
yeah,
I don't wanna be
they'll go
around
find
you.
some. They'll walk a bit of ways, and
He's a fucking dragon. He can like fly us off a little if we need to. Like,
but yeah, he will have some drinks that he'll take out if you guys want them. He lets you know they're alcoholic, and he's down to get drunk and just party
drink
it up
with the
tonight.
dwarves, drink with a dragon. Let's go.
Yeah, so if you guys are okay with that, you don't have to drink it if you don't want to, but they're just normal drinks. And
drinking is good.
him and Atihio, at one point when you guys are ready to go to bed, him and Atihio will drunkenly saunter off into the woods a bit. Or not woods, as you're in the mountain, but you know, they'll walk off for obvious reasons. It'll be clear. They'll be flirting, and she's been aggressively flirting with him the whole night, so it's clear what they're going off to do. It's not like it's some secret, like he's gonna go murder her. Or maybe, who knows? But
I only care when you let me know I've slept 2 hours.
yeah. They'll be partying for about 3 or 4 hours. So yeah, you'll have slept for 2 hours and wake up. They at some point when they get, or I don't know who's getting drunk, but Kendra will be kind of drunk enough that he doesn't care to be too quiet, so he'll just be like laughing loudly.
When I got my 2 hours, I will just leave the cave about 20 feet from the cave entrance, and I'll just stand outside there.
Sure. Yeah, you can stand there and just watch everyone having a fun time, drinking and having fun.
Well, I'm not even paying attention to them.
Sure. But yeah, if you guys don't have anything specific, it kind of montages of some having fun and drinking and people going off their own separate ways when it's time to sleep, and then morning will come.
Yeah. Before the first light comes around, I want to gather some intel of what's going on, how Mountain's acting, what's he doing, how is he positioned.
Standing about 20 feet away from the cave entrance.
Mm-hmm. Is your weapon out? Is your weapon sheathed? What are you doing there?
I guess it's actually in my hand.
Mm-hmm. For the entire time? So you're just standing there, the weapon out, you're stuck in an idle animation, or
like that.
You know, is it like
it's like
down,
this hand
you're
on the
holding
ground?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just holding it, because the thing is, I don't wield it two-handed. I wield it in one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it's not like
So
which also like doesn't matter for me. Like basically, I'm in a semi-relaxed state, but at any moment I can be ready to fight if something fucking decides to come. I also look slightly fucking annoyed.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing a couple of things. I'm gonna be like, be sneaky.
Yeah, while you're doing this, you will feel a will save happening to you. Something's trying to...
Yeah, perfect. I allow it, you know. I get charmed by the Eldritch Gods.
No. You feel like someone's watching you.
I give, like, hand signs, and I do, like...
Follow the sounds of a mating dragon.
No, I draw in the dirt some draconic runes that describe the approximate way we headed, and then I like wipe out the dirt after doing that.
Draconic runes?
Yes.
Okay.
I have that language too.
All right.
And yeah, I will head out, and I'm gonna be a little sneaky. Be a little sneak thief.
Stealth checking? Or...
So, yes, but first of all, I'm gonna be invisible because I want to be.
Go invisible.
Whoosh.
So I'm guessing it's just going somewhere where I won't hear you casting spells.
Yep.
Because no matter how much I try to Felix, if you're suddenly casting magic, I will be like, what are you doing?
So step one is I'm gonna invisibly start scouting out the mountain a little bit more, and just hang around him. What's his equipment like? I want to get some detailed description, especially of like your lower equipment. So boots, greaves. Are they like?
You are seeing me wearing some red boots, sort of metallic.
Mm-hmm.
You are seeing me having some gloves on that are made of metal. That allows me to move every single part of my fingers. You see a tonic on my belt, quite fancy belt. Another tonic on the other side. You see a prism around my an ironstone swirling around my head. Two actually. You see I have you see a slight bit of my shirt that has this sort of like green snake pattern. You see
I'm
the
mostly...
two talismans. You see my rings.
Yeah,
The club.
that's all fine. The only thing that majorly matters is the boot section. Those metallic boots. How would you say you're connected to them? Are they like pure metal greaves that you have to unclasp, or are they more tied together with laces?
These low-cut shoes are polished red leather, features golden eyelets of stitching and fairy pattern. Yeah.
So they're leather. So they are
probably
most
some
likely
kind of metal when
laced and tied. I would assume.
Yeah.
Perfect. So step one is gonna be I'm gonna invisibly.
Oh, actually.
If they're leather, there's no way they're not tied.
Well, they could also just be like old-fashioned, like sort of just a boot. To where you don't tie, just like straight up, just there.
Sure, if they're like high-cut boots. But if they're low-cut, you're gonna want to tie them because otherwise they're just gonna slip off your feet.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think we had that technology for a sneaker back then.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah.
So invisible Leyland is gonna be sneaky. I'm gonna give you a roll here.
No.
You know, it's only a 43. It's pretty bad. And I'm gonna invisibly untie one of your shoelaces for now.
Like I said, I will never notice him, so unless the weapon tells me that he is here, this happens. Because I don't know if it can.
Nope, weapon won't tell you anything.
Nope.
Yeah, so one of your shoelaces is untied, and I back off. I leave for a bit, for just a little bit. I go off, and I cast another spell. Will not tell you what it is yet. I'll cast another spell, and I will re-invisibilize myself by, I guess, casting Invis again. It's fine. Since I think technically casting the first spell breaks invisibility, so the second invisibility that I'm going to be doing is going to be Greater Invis, just so it's not going to break. And then I come back. Although I guess just before that, I would like to try and catch like a small rodent or something if I can.
Yeah, that can easily be done.
As like invisible person.
Yeah, you can easily catch.
Catch a small rat.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to sneak up the rat. I probably put it in extra dimensional storage just to, for like a couple seconds.
Yeah.
Just to make sure it doesn't squeal. And then I'm gonna release the rat beneath the feet of the mountain, so he notices it scurrying between his legs and looks down and sees, oh, his shoelaces, they're untied. Or at least one of them is.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see a mouse. I'll sort of scurry the mouse away with my foot.
Yeah, it's probably just, it's like running away, right? So it's probably just like rushing through. I mean, if you've ever tied laces,
Yeah, no,
listens
no,
before.
it's not bad.
It just sometimes they get loose, and you gotta.
Yeah,
gotta
no,
redo
it's
'em.
not just like why is it loose? Like that's not the problem.
Yeah.
It's
But how are you gonna do it?
no, I know what I'm going to do, Felix.
Yeah.
I'm going to time. It's something else that's going to be applying first. John, what time of day am I looking at right now?
I mean, I don't know what time of day, Felix, whenever he decided Leyland wants to do this.
It's the morning, right? It's before first light.
Before
Just before the
sunrise,
first.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like the sun is starting to rise, and so it's like 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., 5:30 a.m., whenever.
I just probably about that point. Anyways. Partner, can you fly for me while I'm tying my shoe? Or do you want me to put you away?
You asked it if,
Basically, if it wants to just fucking hover in the air while I'm tying my shoe, or does it want me to put it away?
it doesn't answer you.
Are you mad at me?
No answer.
I will put it in the sheath. Which is basically behind my back.
Alright.
I will lean up against the tree. And I will basically lift up my leg and tie my shoe.
Who lifts up a leg to tie their shoe?
Yeah, you like kneel down to tie your shoe.
So,
But yeah.
the reason why I would argue that Mountain wouldn't do this is looking down leaves him vulnerable for basically being attacked from any foundation. He can no longer see what is around him. That is
It's
straight
fine.
up the only reason why.
I'm saying stand up right now and physically try to do what you're saying he's doing.
Yeah, the only way you can.
You have like crazy flexibility and balance, you're not tying your shoe like that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like, if you don't have something like where you can sit on, you're not gonna be able to do that.
I'm just saying the feasibility of manipulating your body and the way you're trying to say
Yeah,
you're
so
doing it.
balance I
wouldn't
would
be
say he
possible.
has, because the entirety is that he just doesn't tumble or get any way over. So in that way I would say yes, he has balanced. Flexibility,
Either way, it doesn't matter, right? Don't worry about it too much.
yeah,
Because all that matters is that you're no longer holding your weapon.
figure as much.
Because that's all I needed, baby. Because the invisible Leyland starts floating and flying upwards as the hand invisibly touches the weapon. The spell releases. Nothing happens. Or at least, as far as you can tell. But in one quick motion, Leyland suddenly has the blade, or not the blade, sorry, the hammer in her hand and like shoves it into a second extra dimensional bag.
Alright, as soon as your hand
beforehand.
touches, it'll say, "What the hell? Who are you?" And then you
Yeah,
shove it in the
and
bin.
it's like, it goes in, I close it, and I float away invisibly, and in its place, a perfect instant fake.
Okay, yeah.
4th level spell. Doesn't last for a long time, but let me just press the spell.
Okay, you do still need to make a sleight of hand check.
Sure.
You create an illusion to give the target, and if you hold the charge of the spell, you can deliver it while touching the object you steal with sleight of the
And
hand or
then,
steal.
what is the... So he needs to beat my what to steal it?
Perception, I think, is versus sleight of hand. Or there might be a flat skill DC for doing this. I have to look up sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
But I think a 37 is pretty good.
Yeah, as
Steel
long as it's not my
DC 20
CMD,
is flat.
so long as it's
Yes.
not my CMD, you're fine.
No, it is Steel DC flat 20, and it is opposed by Perception. So,
If you try to take something from a creature, you must make a DC 20 sleight of hand check. The opponent makes a perception check to detect the attempt, opposed by the sleight of hand check.
Yeah, but then after, because it's not in my hand, it can. Well, yeah.
Yes, because otherwise
That's
I would need a steel combat maneuver.
Well, you might not even actually
Is
have been able to.
or-
Well,
Yeah. With feats you can do it.
depends
Otherwise you
how
need to
this gets
disarm.
talked about. This
Yeah.
fucking nice might have. But
Yeah.
alright. So I guess I possession check to see if I. No, this I can't even fucking make it though. Oh, that's
Oh,
spotted.
pretty good, but not enough.
I'm still not beating 37.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The weapon's in exponential space.
There's a phase since existence, allowing instance. Okay, so I guess you steal it, then you need to place it back in.
No, it's like it's instant fate. It's like it gets instantly replaced. It's like a seamless thing.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay, yeah. It is
He did say he cast the
immediately
spell on the weapon and then took the weapon out. So it like illusioned a weapon in its place, then he took the real one and.
Yeah.
Yeah. Examining it will then cause me to do that. But that is actively examining it, not just me
Yes.
fucking holding it in the hand.
Yeah, because it's an
Yep.
illusion.
Nor does it have any magical properties of the original. For example, an instant effect set of feast rules can be used. And yeah, there's nothing actually on this thing that would spring out.
Nope. I mean, it is a 4th level spell.
Well, basically means like, it's not like I have a thing on that like causes it to light. Because that wouldn't then be on the fake.
That would not be.
Yeah.
But since your thing doesn't have any like active
Exactly,
obvious
there's no
magical effects,
obvious magical effects with it, so yeah, this
And-
fucking works.
and it's giving you the silent treatment.
Yeah, which is lucky for you currently. So yeah, I guess I'll tie my shoe.
Yep.
That's
And
done.
you know, Leyland disappears and proceeds to finish waking up in the morning.
Well, this spell lasts for 13 minutes, right?
I know.
So
I'm aware he's gonna, but the first light is gonna hit soon, and hopefully we can have our intervention.
sure. So yeah, if you did this right before first light, the first light will happen.
That was the intention.
Yeah, within a few minutes.
So the question is, what happens first? Does 13 minutes happens?
Well, I'm assuming Leyland knew the timing of the spell, and the purpose was
Yeah.
so that
Okay.
it will not expire between. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
5
think-
minutes pass, and the first light happens, and that's the signal. So I don't know if anyone's doing anything before this happens.
Yeah, I
It's not
think
eating
I
much.
think I think I take out a couple of seats from the bag of holding, you know, so we can have some seats in the cave where you can sit down in a circle. And I think I see the first light, and I call for the mountain to come in the cave.
That sounds sweet, but I guess I wouldn't. Yeah, no, isn't. Yeah, so I guess I'll get towards the cave. Re-sheath the weapon. Well, actually, I will.
Yep.
Yeah, I will ask it. Are you still mad? Okay, I'm getting on still, so put it back.
How long does Kendriel stay?
So yeah, if it's about first light, you'll start waking up, and he's gone.
Okay. I was just gonna be like, if he wasn't already, to be like, bro, you should probably.
But like
go
a
down.
few minutes after you like start waking up, he comes back in with food that he apparently cooked for you.
Oh my god. This is super sweet. And thank you. But I don't know if you want to stick around.
Why
We're
not?
about to kind of have like a little intervention on the big man because
Ooh,
he's
that sounds
Okay,
fun.
this now gets really important. Am I here when this conversation is had?
we're like
I think they're not
like-
in the cave.
Yeah, they're
Okay, they're not in the cave. Okay,
Yes.
they found some other area because they were doing
got it.
things.
Okay, so those two are in a completely different area. Cool. Just so I'm fucking.
It sounds like fun. I'm down to stay.
Okay, well, part of the intervention is because
Should
has
we
to
tell
do
the
with-
Red Dragon I just fucked that I have a man with a dragon-slaying weapon?
he kind of has some like dragon killing tendencies at time that we're trying to break him from.
I think that was quite obvious from last night.
Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen and if he's gonna freak out.
I can take care of myself.
Okay. Up to you. I'm not gonna tell the big dragon what to do.
Come on, let's go get back there.
Okay. I take while I have my food. I'm like,
Yeah, he'll carry you back because he'll fly you guys back
Oh
because
my
you guys
gosh.
were flying away for a bit. But he'll get you back there in like minutes because you guys fly fast. But Leyland, this is your intention that the paladin is supposed to emerge at this point?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's supposed to arrive. So
Yeah,
I
so
think
he's arriving in the camp, seeing everyone walking
I think
into the
there's
cave.
the seats, right? I already sat down a seat. Maybe Megumi's next to me. Maybe there's a larger seat for the mountain, and there's like 2 more free seats, one for Atahia, one for the paladins. Like, take a seat. Come on.
Done.
Mountain. There's
Yeah.
I see the paladin approaching.
Yeah, you can see him just like make his way
Okay.
out of like the.
I'm gonna
brush
take a hold of
there.
my weapon. I legitimate my quest because I'm also gonna plan on looking at it more. So I guess kind of like actually examine this thing. Because I'm getting very curious
Sure,
as
give me
to.
a will save.
It's
as
not
you-
even yelling at me at this point.
Yeah.
yeah. You're getting
Even though it's
intervention.
And you can
me?
see like Kindriel's just like holding Atahia and they're like flying in.
Okay, so what is exactly is I do a perception check.
Will
And then
save
what?
against the
Depending
illusion.
on that, I then get a will save.
will save. No, the will
Perception
save is
check
separate from the
grants
perception
the
check.
creature a will save.
Yeah.
Okay, so because
Yeah.
I'm doing a I get a will save. Okay.
That against my 4th level spells. Let's check.
90% that's a failure, unless
Oh no, just DC 21. I don't have insane intelligence.
Okay, so it dissipates.
Well,
Yes.
it becomes
Well-
illusion. You know it's an illusion. It becomes translucent, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, this is an illusion.
Then you see a giant vein just appear in my fucking temple.
Mm-hmm. Come sit down, Mountain. Come sit with us.
Give
We're
me
all
a
friends.
Why
yeah?
don't you have a seat over there?
moment. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm basically gonna try and grab you by the neck.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Let's just decide
Should-
where everyone is because we're gonna roll initiative. Then if you're just
I was
like,
gonna
try to-
say.
So
I was
Megumi's
gonna
like
say-
up and like sitting. At this point, Kindrel has landed and like let Atahia down, and they're like walking toward this area, maybe 5-10 feet away. The paladin is like 5 feet away, about to like sit down or just see what's happening. And you're beside Leyland, and you're just like, "Whoa!" So then I guess everyone's gonna roll initiative
Stolen her precious.
because you're not gonna. I don't think there's gonna be any surprise happening here.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be down to initiative
Now
rolls.
that they are, he's Leyland surprised by my reaction.
Can you activate an encounter so I can roll initiative?
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's
Thank
get you
you.
guys in combat. Kindrel will just act on Atia's, and the paladin will act on. They're mostly not going to do anything unless you guys call out for something to be done. So he'll act on Leyland's
Yeah, well.
initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
So
I
yeah,
almost beat Leyland.
initiative is started as the mountain like makes a motion towards Leyland. So Megumi, you have initiative, but you are
How's the headache?
you're staggered, but you're not surprised. It's not a surprise round.
Okay. But he looks like he's going for Leyland, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking definitely annoyed, and yes, it looks like I'm going for Leyland with my one hand. It doesn't look like I'm going to punch her, and my hand is open, but yes.
That's towards the mountain.
Chains of light.
Okay, so I get chained.
A creature targeted spell is held immobile by golden glowing chains composed of pure light.
Yes.
You get to make a new saving throw each round and the effect. You
2
cannot use
seconds.
any extra-dimensional travel, such as blah blah blah. The spell does not affect creatures that are already in ethereal or astral when the spell is
Okay,
cast.
so what am I? Am I paralyzed, grappled? Like,
You're held
Paralyzed.
immobile. You're
It
paralyzed
says a
and held
creature
in
is
place.
paralyzed.
okay,
Yeah.
that triggers.
Talisman
Free
of
action, baby.
Freedom.
What happens?
I think I'm under the freedom of movement spell.
Yeah, he's got free action for a while.
Alright.
What does freedom?
For 3 rounds.
Alright, so with the golden chains spring out from Megumi's claws, and they, like, wrap around the mountain, and he's kind of, like, stuck for a moment. Then his talisman, it's a lesser one, so it like, explodes around his neck, and the chains are just still around him, but they're, like, bubbled around him, so they're, like, trying to grab him, but he's, like, able to move freely within the chains for 3 rounds.
I'm like,
Um,
Harold, calm down.
You see
this is
another
what
one
I
of
would-
my veins just start bulging after the spell's cast.
Atihia. I guess I should get some
Bro.
combat music on
Bro,
for some PvP.
why you make me gotta do this?
Because I'm basically the last 24 hours, he's just getting more and more annoyed.
Yep. Well,
So
now
on
I'm
this,
gonna have
what
to
it
put
is.
you to sleep. So
He's hulking out.
you know, that actually I think I would appreciate.
yeah, maybe until we can like tie you up and contain you enough. So I guess I
Slumber.
slumber him.
Which is will.
Yeah, there we go. There's...
Thank
You
fuck.
fail.
Good night.
Okay, he's out for a bit or until we kind of slap him awake. So, who wants to kind of like tie him up so he doesn't strangle Leyland?
That was a quick combat.
Do we get experience?
No experiences. Well, you're getting experience for the which reminds me, I have to give you experience for last session, but you're not getting like experience for defeating a level 13 person.
Yeah.
Well-
Who's good at tying knots? Cause I'm not.
Well, I have
Uh,
this rope that gives me an infinite amount of rope.
What do you? Was it to tie? What is your?
I think it's not a hand.
Is it sleight
I'm
of
not
hand?
indicating.
Then it's me, I guess.
Yeah,
I can't
I'm
remember
better
if
to
it's
actually this
that
sleight of hand.
or-
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, the mountain
I know
kind of
that's
collapses asleep. How long does this last?
Basically, like the day. No, not the day. 13 rounds.
Alright. What are you guys doing for 13 rounds while he's sleeping?
Well, time to tie him up, eh?
Yep.
Yep.
With just regular old rope?
Technically, yeah. I mean, I have the infinite rope. Other than that, I also have masterwork manacles, which
The question is just more on the well, I guess if you reduce me, right? That's the whole thing.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Sounds like work.
Because I don't think they fit.
Maybe. I'm almost, if it didn't take 24 hours to take effect, I'd almost consider giving him my headband of vast intelligence so he could see that we're doing the right thing here.
That's not even the issue. It's just
I know.
I'm just in a really fit. Like, imagine this guy like, I want to sleep. You get annoyed for like 3 hours straight and not allowed to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what? Yeah. I'm just gonna do the tie up with normal rope, and knowing full well that he could probably just break the bounds more easily than he could wiggle out of them. But it's fine. Don't worry about it too much.
The paladin will cast Zone of Truth on this area where you guys are talking. I don't know if you guys care, but he'll announce it. He's like, I'm going to put down a Zone of Truth, and you.
I don't really care.
Alan making any comments on the fact that, there's somebody else here?
He doesn't seem to talk about that at this point. Kindrill's kind of staying in the back, watching this happen.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like there. He's like within 30 feet, and the paladin clearly acknowledged. Like he just looks at it, but doesn't say anything, and just does his Zone of Truth.
All right. So essentially, I just want I want to get the mountain on the nice seat that I prepared for him. I got that especially for him.
I back my seat up a little bit and
I weigh like 750 pounds.
Oh, it's fine. We can just
that's fine.
all work together to pick you up. All like 5 of us are like.
That's not even that's not even my above head. So Leyland's got muscles.
I pat my seat for Kindrill to sit down and then sit on his lap.
Okay.
I love how one character kill all the dragons, other character fuck with the dragons. Literally fuck with them.
Jesus.
She died. She came back to life. She kind of.
No, it's not that.
It's
It's
like give a
the
fuck about
opposite of your
anything
characters
anymore.
with you. I fucking love it.
I know.
All right. So tied up, and then anything else being done in the 13 rounds?
Not really. I time up, but I don't time up like insanely hard. I know he's gonna be able to get out. Not that it's not that difficult. It's more of like just a like anger buffer. It's like if he rages out and breaks out, I got some forewarning.
Yeah.
All right. 13.
Oh, wait. There's one other thing I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
While he's asleep.
Moustache.
Yes, annoy me more.
Calm emotions. Yeah, I don't know if there's like raw on like if you still get. I'm pretty sure you still get to save against it even if he's like asleep.
Yeah.
Because like it's still affecting me. That's why I get the save in the first place.
Are you casting this on? I think it has to go on everyone, or you choose.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a radius, so I mean, I'll
Okay.
tell everybody what I'm casting
Yeah.
if they don't want to be a part of it, but...
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't impact...
Or
you,
stop Joyous from reveling. No, I'm saving against this. You will not take my joy away right now.
Kindrill
Or you
will
can just
also
step
try
out
to
of the
save.
area.
True. Well, it's a big area.
Yeah.
Oh no, areas. Oh, I was reading the
20-foot
range.
radius
Yeah.
spread.
Okay,
Yeah,
You can
I'm
just put
stepping
in
out
a
of
way
the
that
area.
Only I get hit, really.
Sure. So yeah, we'll save from.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Yeah.
He actually passed.
He's too angry to.
So the thing is, I actually have really good saves. I
calm.
just float like shit.
And I would say, unfortunately, I think you're immune from your armor because this is kind of mental control. You're trying to like control his emotions, and it is a compulsion effect, and he's immune.
Oh, it's
So, like-
compulsion. Then I'm just straight up immune.
Well, only if it's like mental control, because other compulsion things could still affect you. It's the only thing that tries to
it's
possess or
including
mental
charm and compulsion effect, yeah, but
like
affects
command
them
that
in-
are trying to control you. So if the
Yeah,
things that are
that's-
like not trying to control you, which most I
Yeah.
don't know if there is anything that falls in that, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, neither do I think if there are any compulsion effects where it's like, no, I'm not trying to control you. I'm just trying to.
I'm just a nice guy.
Yeah, it's like they all sound like that.
All right, who wants the fun job of waking him up?
Are you gonna wake him up in advance? Because he just wakes
I
up
was
at
gonna
13
say,
rounds.
we could just wait for him to wake up.
Or you could
That's
slap
true.
him.
We're gonna slap.
Alright, Atahia just slaps him. Ugh.
Atahia, do you enjoy just, like,
Okay.
hitting the hornet's nest with...
So I get slapped. I wake. I see it's a here. I
Yeah,
guess.
you wake up, you feel
Good
yourself
morning,
bound.
sleepyhead.
I
Don't
spit at
get
her.
mad. Oh, gross.
You what?
He spit
Ew.
on me.
Okay,
Yeah.
he spits on you.
Never mind. I'm gonna go back to my dragon, who's a lot nicer than you right now.
So, Leyland,
Hey.
now tell me why exactly you decided to take my weapon.
Oh, because it's taken
And
over
also,
your.
I'm guessing untying my shoe.
No, the mouse did that on its own. I trained it very well for like.
Whoa, did
3
you will
weeks to
save
do
against
that.
the zone of
Alan!
truth?
Hmm?
Did you will save
Yeah,
against
I'm
the zone
not
of truth?
zone of truth.
Oh, sure. Let's will save. I want to try. I want to be able to be sarcastic.
Oh yeah, you're allowed
There you
to
go.
be sarcastic.
Yeah, no, mostly a joke, right? It's because clearly the thing has been fucking with your head, like real bad, and we're trying to do an intervention without it trying to whisper in your ear and everything, and it being like, you gotta suck their bloods, man, you gotta suck their bloods. That's what you got to do right
Is there a
now.
reason you didn't want to give me a heads up after you've done it? Instead of letting me
Well,
finding out on my own?
I believe that's literally what I was trying to do. Like, I invited you in the cave. We're gonna have a nice sit down. I was gonna tell you everything.
The concern, Mountain, and you should know we're in a zone of truth, so everything we say is the truth. But our concern is that it might try to take you over and do things against your will.
Oh, that it will. I plan on killing myself and it before then.
But you're playing with fire.
Bro.
You're playing with fire. We could get you a weapon that isn't cursed and going
Kendria
to
will
lead
audibly
to...
laugh when you say playing with fire. Sorry.
But just so that it's clear, Megumi seems earnest. It's not like she's trying to make a joke,
Yeah,
but
it was an accidental pun.
Yeah.
but
yeah.
You asked me yesterday what my plan was after we are done. My plan was to kill the corrupted void fucker to the south. After I've done that, pissed on his corpse, jump in the volcano, and finally maybe have some peace and quiet.
Yeah, but see, what I'm trying to tell you is that at some point, it is with all corrupting effects. I've seen it. It's my favorite book. I've seen it happen. Eventually, there is a point where it becomes too powerful for you to overcome with your own will.
And I trust you free to at that point kill me.
I don't want to kill you. I might have fun annoying the shit out of you, but I don't want to kill you if I don't have to. And I really don't want you to force me to have to kill you. So please do not put yourself in a situation where I have to kill you, because then you know what? I'm going to live with the guilt for the rest of my life of having to kill you. And like I said, while I like giving you shit and I kind of like this, like, we don't like each other banter thing we do, I actually do kind of like you a little bit. So please don't make me
I
have
do
to
enjoy
kill you.
your company too, and I would very much be annoyed if you were to die, so that is fair. It grieved me the first time you did.
Mhm.
But I will seek all power that I can to destroy the fuck to the south. I do not care at the cost of my own life on that regard.
We can
See,
kill
that's
it
fair enough.
without the psycho magic sucking weapon. We don't need it.
There are many ways to power, and some of them a lot less corrupting than others.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But there was a chance that I had at hand that at least gave me an inkling of a chance to potentially beat the best the fucking thing and rid
See,
myself
but
finally of this fucking
what-
curse.
What we're here to tell you is there is another way.
I'm guessing
Let
that
us show you the way.
As I look
Do you
towards
know
the
the way?
Silius.
What was the question? I didn't hear.
First thing I'm guessing this involves you, Silius.
Oh, as Callius, as I said,
Okay.
I will craft. The elves will craft you a replacement weapon if you abandon this evil thing. Where
Will
is
you
it?
give
by the
me
way?
your
Well, maybe don't
vow?
tell me.
On your master that this weapon will help me beat the thing to the south, help me get my revenge of me, my family, my own people. And if you break that vow, I will have your head.
I vow, he puts a hand to his heart, on my love for Pelosis, that I will work with you to craft you a weapon that meets your needs.
Fine. Because I want it dead. All this cost me. It will die. And I don't care what the other dragons think.
I like give the red dragon a look. I give him one eyebrow up and go like, just so he's aware, you know. You can tell Papa.
Also, fuck you and the whole thing of protection money. You're fucking just as bad as the others.
He's
Who?
addressing Kendriel.
Oh.
Doesn't say anything.
Don't worry. Atahia took care of that last night.
So we are good?
No, I'm still quite pissed at you all.
That's good. But I can take off your hand bindings, or you can just rip through them. I have infinite
As
choice.
long as you promise not to strangle anyone.
I wasn't going to strangle anyone.
Okay, well, it really looked like it.
Your hands were like this close.
You
Yeah, it
got
was
big,
grabbed by the
angry
throat.
hands, okay?
How would you feel about potential friends tricking you?
If,
After you've basically been annoyed the entire evening beforehand.
I mean, I'd be pissed, but if it's
Exactly.
in my best interest, I'd eventually, hopefully, see that. But you know.
I'll get over this, but it'll take me a bit.
Okay. You know,
Give
if
me, like,
you're
a level and I can make
ever
you-
annoyed and sleepy, you can just ask me to help you out.
I will just break the rope.
Yeah,
Big,
there
strong,
you go.
good man.
So what's the idea then with the weapon? You're just gonna keep it in the bag forever?
Oh, it's
Oh,
not
God,
in
I
the
hope
bag,
not.
because there it would be with the other magical stuff.
Well, in case you
I've
have it in
magicked.
some kind of bag, because
I've
sitting in this
magicked in-
yelling at me currently, or trying
Oh,
to
yeah, yeah.
consume me and make you kill you, I'm
Yes,
guessing it isn't
yes.
here.
I definitely extra-dimensionally magicked it to a safe place currently.
Alright?
Can get it back at any time, but
Yeah, so my question was, what is the plan with it? Because, or unless you just, like I said,
Well.
plan to keep it there forever.
our friend here can tell us more about it.
I think it best you not know the intrinsic. You just know that I plan on destroying this thing.
Perfect.
If you can tell me how to retrieve it.
Oh,
or-
you're gonna find out.
I prefer, no offense, Mountain. I appreciate how you've come around to this, but perhaps we should speak of this outside of your purview, just in case.
That's fine, I would actually like to for once get a nap without getting yelled at. Also, I forget your name. Next time, can you just not get near the fucking town? You'll ruin actually 2 nights of sleep for me. I look to the Red Dragon and I leave.
So
I literally go just deep into the cave and just find a fucking corner and lay down, just try and sleep.
the elf turns to you, Leyland, and says, "I'm glad this went so smoothly, although I am..." He looks back to the cave. "I am nervous how smoothly it went. I will not... you held up your bargain. I will not continue to stay with you. I would just caution you to keep an eye on him and see if he truly is rid of its influence. But yes, so now
Understandable.
how do we retrieve the item?"
Ooh, let me give you this piece of paper that tells you everything. And I give him a piece of paper. that says it's in this coin pouch over here, and then I give him the coin pouch. Because it's a minor bag of holding.
Oh, okay. Excellent. He will take the bag of holding and put it in his backpack. It's in the backpack. All right. I believe my job here is done.
Felix,
Yep.
what's the capacity on that bag?
40 pounds.
It blows up when you put the weapon in.
That's
My
no
weapon
way
weighs
the
48.
weapons. Okay. Well, then I just would have gotten a bigger bag. No, it's 50 pounds. Get
Oh,
fucked.
okay.
Alright. It's in the bag.
Yeah, the thing weighs a lot because it's also large.
Oh, is there anything else, or else I will return to my my master, and once this weapon is disposed of, I will contact you to help your friend get a new weapon get crafted. If you can meet us in that elven town, I will be there in a few days, and we can work on crafting this weapon for him.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Or if he knows exactly what he
Yes.
wants, you can just send word there and we can begin its construction. And you can continue doing what you need to do, but I assume he will want his weapon before you continue your travels.
Yeah, we most likely need that.
Mine is currently worth nothing.
Just punch things.
Yeah, and to get hit when I
Alright,
do it.
is there anything else, or I will take my leave?
Nope, we're good. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yeah, he will start walking off, and he'll get maybe like 60 feet away. Oh. Okay, never mind. He walks off and does his thing. And you guys are left here to discuss what you want, or if there's anything to discuss.
You know, that did go better than I expected.
I just
mean,
I thought I'd at
hope-
least get a little bit strangled.
were you hoping for that? I mean, some people are into that.
I wasn't not necessarily, but I mean, I never tried it, so
Well, all that aside, yes, it seemed a little too easy. I hope that it wasn't too easy. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I did
Anyway.
use quite a lot of high-level magic to get most of the way there. But, yeah.
Well, while he sleeps, I'm gonna actually go get the herb we came for, because like I saw it like 2 hours in yesterday, and
Oh yeah, I thought you did. I was.
Yeah, and Kindrel kind of look around and says, "Well, this was interesting, but I guess I should get back as well.
Okay.
I'll see you around." He kind of looks to you at
Bye
Tahir.
bye.
You'll come visit me, maybe? He'll nod. And he'll...
you
What?
do you have any like magic that like? Oh wait, Can I do this?
I mean, I
Hold
can
on.
do sendings.
No.
Hold
on.
There was the one spell that we talked about that would allow you to get his memories, but I don't know if you got it yet.
I think I have it.
Because the plan was to use it on me, so you could at one point teleport us straight up to the down south.
Oh, maybe I don't. I thought I had like share memory or something.
I think just that was you were talking about getting it, but we didn't need it yet.
For some reason I thought I had it. I guess not. Do you by chance have the ability to like help me see an area I should like come to if I wanna come say hi?
Does he have that ability?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, he can definitely do that. He will place a hand on you, and you can will save if you want. If you just voluntarily fail, you can get a momentary, minute-long memory of this secret entrance in the mountain. And he just shows like you just get this vision of like it's like a montage of like how to get there, basically, of like key points, and then like it just shows you like a mountain face, but then it just shows you like him like walking through it, so it's clear like an illusionary like mountainside. And then he releases a hand from you and just like gives you a nice hug goodbye, and waves to all of you. Nice meeting all of you.
Yeah, bye bye.
Nice meeting you.
And he will go off in his direction. You guys are alone.
So how was it, Asahia?
No complaints. I don't know if I want to go back to Mount Downey anymore. It's kind of boring there.
Fair enough.
More
No dragons to
interesting
make
where
it better.
dragons are around.
But yeah, some time will pass, and you guys can rest and recover from all this, and you guys are all together. What is the plan now?
Should I just add the herb to my bag, or
Sure,
do I
yeah.
need to make-
Well, yeah. If you guys head back for it, then yeah. If you guys go back, you can just give me a herb, your profession check, and if you roll well enough, I will add it to your sheet. I don't know if you already have. Yeah, that's definitely good enough. I don't know if you already have one of these. Let's check. Where is your sheet? Megumi.
So exactly how long am I gonna be useless?
Until we go to the elf city again, and
Yeah, I'd say we're gonna just, finish getting the stuff made here, teleport to the elves, and get your stuff made there.
Alright, it's on your sheet.
Don't you guys have a message to deliver first?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
I
FYI, I will not help convey that message.
Oh, you don't have to. I don't think you'd make it better.
I mean, it would help solve their drow problem.
Technically, it's the Western that has the drow problem. And that doesn't seem to have done fuck all.
It sounds like they should have cashed in on their insurance with a valid
Yeah.
claim.
Because that is
Or maybe
also
take it up with
it's
this-
the Western Kingdom that has a drow problem. They don't. Well,
Had.
I guess we still also have. Had. It's probably gotten lesser. But their problem here was just the king was basically in a coma. That was their only problem, really.
Back to the dwarfs.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, head back to the doors, collect your plan. And you're handing this scroll over to the king, or
I'm not.
Yes, or we'll request an audience with the king, because
Yeah.
obviously he's a very busy dwarf.
yeah, no. If you guys request it, you guys are local heroes here, slaying the black dragon, freeing them from its cruel, you know?
We bring word now. That's another one that want to enslave you.
Yeah.
Well,
You
I'm
saved us.
I wouldn't say saved.
I mean, they want to negotiate terms. They're not.
Yeah, so you guys are getting, after some time, like maybe a few hours of waiting in the city, you guys are given
Mhm.
audience with the king. He welcomes you back. You're always welcome here. What do you need this audience for? What news do you bring?
I am legitimate just in my room sleeping.
Okay.
Yes.
well, upon our excursion yesterday, we ran into an individual who asked us to pass a message on to you. And I will present him with the scroll case.
He looks at it a little. His eyebrows raise as he sees the clasp of a ruby dragon on it, and clearly some sort of draconic item. You hand it over to him. He pops it open, unrolls the scroll, and starts reading it. Some moments pass, and then eventually he throws the scroll and crumples the scroll and throws it as well. He says, "You dare bring this threat to my kingdom? You working with dragons now?"
No, we simply are bearing the message.
Now the real question is, what do you want to do about it?
The dragon that we met seemed to be open to negotiation. It didn't seem like he was menacing. He simply asked us to deliver it because he didn't want to intimidate your people, I believe.
Huh. Well, he did that well enough with his words on this in the scroll. So you knew he was a red dragon and you carried off his message for him. Why would you do that?
Well,
Mostly because... See, imagine you get approached by a stranger and he's friendly enough that you're like...
He raises
Well-
a hand. I've heard enough. How much do you want to kill the beast?
Oh. Well, we weren't planning on it. We first have to get our,
Actually,
like...
to kill you, sweetheart.
Nah, he's gonna get an upgrade. Well, so... about that. We're still in the process of getting equipped, so we're not quite ready to do that, but I would personally suggest that you start the negotiations, draw nice and drawn out, and we can go from there.
How much time do you need? These creatures, they're arrogant, but they're not stupid. I can only negotiate for so long before they demand.
I think we need
So mechanically, it will take about a week to probably make the weapon.
yeah, so like
Depending on how much they're basically doing it, but mechanically, it will basically be like about a week.
like 2-3 weeks ish for everything to get done.
I'll do my best, but if
Yeah.
we are definitely not agreeing to any terms of them ruling over us.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I would be careful because there's sort of a dragon power balance thing going on apparently in this continent. And currently the evil dragons seem to have the upper hand. And I think there's one best way to change that. It's not necessarily going after the Red and the Red's family. I
Family?
believe there's one.
There's more than
Well,
one.
Well, of course, right? There's just...
Well, there was only one
There's
black
always-
dragon. You're saying there's more than one red here?
Well, there's only one black dragon because it was undead. Couldn't have children.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, from where we come from, there's no dragons anymore. But they have a lot of books about all the like dragon family.
Sounds like a
trees and
good
everything,
place.
and
We should do the same thing here. Get rid of these damn things.
Yeah, you should be careful with those words. They don't like that. And currently, I believe, a lot of them are still more powerful than a lot of people here.
Well,
But as I said, there is a sort of dragon power struggle going on, and I believe that not all dragons are evil. You know, red dragons most likely evil.
I know not all of them are. There is the gold one around, but
Exactly.
you can't count on what they'll do when their own kind is threatened.
Yeah. So, I think, hear me out here, the best plan is gonna be one where we depose the chief tyrant of the land. And now that should then have the two sides in a more, let's say, balanced approach. And with balance between the forces, no one force gets too powerful, rules over the lands, brings kingdoms under its thumbs. There will be strong forces on both sides, about equal enough, so they can balance each other out. And I think it's probably the best way to go about it.
You think you can take down that one to the south in the next few weeks?
We're trying
Well,
our best.
that sounds like a good plan if you can make it happen. We'll be forever indebted to you if you can. If there's anything we can do to help, we'll try. I'll try to keep these negotiations going on for as long as I can. But like I said, if it comes down to it, we're not bending the knee to them.
Yep, understandable. There is actually 2 spells, or rather 2 scrolls that I would need, but I can.
Yeah, they will
we
gladly
can talk
offer
about
those
that
to you.
some other time.
Yeah.
And don't worry about this being a secret from everyone else. I say to the other people in the call.
Yeah, I mean, in here is just his personal guard. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. He nods. Yeah, is there anything else you guys want to discuss, or he will dismiss you and confer with his advisors on how best to go forward with this as well? You guys will be left to your own devices.
I want to see if I can find a buyer for this rare herb I went and found.
You want to sell it?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, the dwarf you were talking to was talking about how it's valuable and he'd want one and stuff like that. So you can go back to him and say that you found some. Yeah, and he'll offer you 1,000 gold per herb if you'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Yeah, he'll give you, I can't remember how many herbs you got, but how many you want to sell?
2.
You want to sell both? Okay. Yeah, so he'll give you
Yeah.
200 platinum pieces.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
What else
Pleasure
did you-
doing business
Yeah.
with you.
You as well. What else did you guys want to do while you're in the Dwarven town? Or did you want to head out?
I mean, I think we have to just wait for the stuff that we already commissioned here to be finished,
Yeah.
and then we
These will
teleport
be-
to the elves.
I go look for some place that sells some kind of sweets, either, like, I guess whatever the dwarves would be known for.
Yeah. You can get these like, I guess their main kind of sweets would be these like blood crystal inspired kind of snacks. So they're all like red. There'd be like raspberries and these sort of things. You can get a bunch of those. But yeah, we can montage to whatever anyone was commissioned can be ready in the next few days. And you can either send word to the elves if, Christian, you know the exact weapon you want, or do you want to like teleport there and just wait there for it?
So yeah, like I know I will want a Lucerne hammer. I've just been looking here to see like, is there anything better than this? There really isn't.
Yeah, I think we're teleporting there. I think that makes sense because he'd want to touch it early on.
Teleporting to just outside of the elven town?
I believe so.
Alright, give me that teleport check.
Let's go. Easy.
I think that's fine. Even on
Yeah,
like
that's
seeing casually.
It's only if it was like 90s or whatever, we'll look at it. You're Gucci. You guys all hold hands and when in a blink of an eye you're in front of that elven burrow. And we will switch city songs. I believe this is the right elven town, right? Or is it?
Oh yeah. Also,
Why
let
is
me
this fucking heavy?
DM you the 2 spells that I'm gonna desperately need before fighting this dragon, or rather the 2 scrolls. Just so John is aware, you know. Anyway.
Yeah, you can definitely get both those scrolls easily.
Perfect.
Or not easily, they will have them for you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you auto-learn those, but you have them.
No, I will use the scrolls to cast them. I can't learn them.
Alright. Well, you can have both those scrolls. You guys are back in the Elven Town. They welcome you back in. They recognize you. They know who you are. You can they welcome you. One of the main people there greeting you is looking a little surprised. What are you doing back here?
Is it Raoul?
No, it's a different elf. You don't know his name. He doesn't introduce himself. He recognizes you and just says, "We weren't expecting you to return here so suddenly. What do we owe the pleasure to this visit?"
I look very confused when he says that.
We are here to see about having a weapon crafted.
Oh my! Well, we do recognize you, but the elven smiths only craft weapons for rare occasions. Who was this weapon for, and why do you think you can just get it made so easily? No offense.
Because I was promised.
Promised by who?
Callius.
We do know of Callius. He serves the gold. We have not heard from him in several days. Perhaps the message is coming. Well, if that is the case, you guys are welcome to stay here as long as you need, and we'll await his arrival. But until then, our smiths will, you understand, will not start any construction until we hear from him.
Of course.
Well, you are, like I said, you're welcome to our town. Make yourselves at home. And then you guys can come in. You will notice there are still those archers all on the roofs. They're like kind of concealing themselves, so unless you have like a 20+ perception base, you won't see them. But Leyland and everyone else who's good at perception can easily like see them like concealing themselves, camouflaged on the roofs and in the trees of these areas. But yeah, is there anything you guys want to do here while you're waiting for?
Yeah, I'll do 2 things. 1, I would like to have the talisman you guys broke replaced, please.
True.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm basically gonna try and See if anybody want to buy a very fancy deer hide.
No, no one's gonna be interested in your deer hide. A lot of them will actually get angry when you bring in this deer
dear.
hide and show that to them. How dare you!
It wasn't hunted for no reason. But I was also taught to not waste anything from what you hunt.
Yeah, I mean, not all of them get immediately angry. Just some do. Some are opposed to
Yeah,
hunting
to
and
the ones
killing.
that get angry, I let them just tell them.
Yeah, they'll
I
say
was taught
we
to not waste
only
anything."
hunt. We used to hunt in the days where we do not know how to consume things that we do not need to kill things anymore. You can live off of other things, but perhaps.
Speaking of killing things, y'all heard how we totally murdered that undead bitch-ass dragon?
Word has reached us of its death. That was you. Impressive.
Yeah.
You're just talking to like
Yeah, he
common
was-
elves here who
Was
live
being
here.
a real bitch.
Oh, please mind your language.
Oh, sorry.
So I am using that diplomacy check
Yes.
to try and find a replacement talisman. I
How
also
much does this
speak
talisman cost?
It is 900 gold.
Oh, yeah, you can find one of these around here in one of these little small shops. You'll have trouble finding anything over like 5,000 gold. Anything under that, they have, but anything above that, they craft or you need a request and they get it. But anything under that, yeah, you can easily
I'm
buy
also like trying to negotiate discount if I can.
it. Yeah, with that roll, they'll give you 10% off.
Sweet. I'm going to personally pay for it since I'm technically the one that broke it.
Sure. You guys are fucking rich, I would assume, at this point anyway.
Well, we also spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
I spent way too much money.
Well, I think Jess just got 2,000 gold recently too.
I
from her,
did,
so
yeah.
She's got some money. But yeah, what is everyone doing to kill time while you guys wait for this guy to give word here? Anything in particular, or just kind of just enjoying the area?
That's another thing I've been doing the last few times. Actually enjoying some peace and fucking quiet for once.
Anyone else have anything specific, or I'll just montage to key things that happen?
You know, that depends on how much of elf secret agent duties I want to do, but
Why can't I know this spell? Stupid.
yeah.
Is it like something
think-
that you can't cast, or
Yeah, it's physically just not on the witch's spell list.
is it on the oracle spell list?
Ooh.
Yeah. I just was gonna bother Kendriel.
Nice.
Like,
Que- question for-
1-9 stab becomes into this really annoying.
Stage 5 clinger.
Christ, I never should have done it.
Turns out we have to kill the red dragons, but because of a different reason.
Oh my god.
Atahia is
All right.
addicted to their meat,
Oh my god.
and not the meat that you think.
Oh my lord.
Jaeger, you're
Anyway.
here?
Well, either way, what I was trying to ask is, John, actually, how do potions work again? What's the conditions for a spell that you?
They can't be personal.
They cannot be personal.
They cannot be personal.
Okay.
And up to
so-
third level.
Yes, I believe that's correct. Let's do a
Yeah,
quick-
because
Okay,
then you
so-
can get access to some of the like very insane potions that are personal only. Like the cleric and shit only has, versus like, oh, okay, I'll just make this into a fucking potion, bitch.
So,
it also has to have a
fourth-
casting time of less than 1 minute.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so this spell, casting time 1 round, range close, 1 living creature, but is unfortunately a 4th level spell.
Does it exist for anybody as a lower one? Because then technically
No.
it can still be made some potion.
It does
Which is
not.
dumb. If it's like a second level paladin spell, a paladin could make it. It's just hard then to get a paladin making potions.
I'm just checking something.
Which I do find funny, because it's like, well, it exists as a lower level, so it can be made to a potion. Now the likelihood.
I mean, I'm not like opposed to you doing that. We
Just
can
because thematically for the second one, it would be cooler if it was a potion.
I'll just
second one of those
establish now
spells.
that anytime if you guys want to like break the rules for potions, like they higher level potions, they have to be done in like a major city with like a local in this area. So here in the Elven City, you can, with their assistance, create such a thing.
Yeah,
But
I would like
we'll just
that.
use the formula, so it'll be spell level times the creator's caster level times 50 GP to make the potion.
Up to what cap, John? Because you should still put a fucking cap.
I mean, up to no, it's we'll deal with it as we go. If we're
It's
gonna-
probably gonna be like an ask and
Yeah.
on a reasonable basis thing, right?
Yeah.
'Cause that's
That works too.
cool. Because I think that spell is just a lot cooler as a potion.
Mhm.
Not because of any casting reasons, but because thematically it's cooler.
Mhm.
The way I want to use it, at least.
I agree.
The other one I think makes a lot of sense as a scroll. So. What do you think?
John, will this weapon be up to the... So here's the weird thing. Value-wise, my weapon wasn't that insane. If you look at, like, actual just straight-up monetary value. Outside of the monetary value, it is...
Hey man, don't get ahead of yourself. The dude's not
Well,
even
it's
here.
just like, should
Totally-
I plan
he
something,
totally
or do you
did
know what you're
just-
making, John?
Well, is everyone doing anything specific, or can I montage through
Nah.
the time?
You
think
can
you can montage.
montage.
All right, so nothing super happens, but you're here for about a week, and he hasn't shown up. So about after a week, this same elf who greeted you will kind of find you guys and talk to you guys and say, "We are concerned about Callius's whereabouts. He hasn't. Did he say he was coming straight here?"
Yeah, he did originally say that he was coming here in a couple of days.
Well, we have attempted to scry upon him with no success, so either he is constantly avoiding our detection, or he is no longer with us.
Don't we have an object that might help you scry upon him?
Do we?
Well, take out the gold dragon statue. Not sure if that if it helps having the object in our possession.
No, that would
But it
help
might.
him scry upon you, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you know where the gold lives?
We...
Because right now it needs to get word.
Yes. That was
you
the
have a
next
way
step,
of-
is we will send word to the gold. But we
You
didn't
need
want
to, and you should probably let it know that, because I hope he told it. But he seems to have begun missing after he acquired the artifact. And now I worry that the paladin was not strong of mind like I was.
What artifact are you referring to?
Remember
Well,
the last
secret.
time we were here and they saw him with like a blood crystal weapon and they kind of were like, yo, like, we want to take that from you. It's bad. And he said no. Well, it kind of got stronger and has its own like personality, and he took it to go destroy it.
Perhaps he is where we cannot reach him then.
That... Or it would not surprise me if that thing escaped somehow.
Where would he take it to destroy it?
I'm not
Or like
sure.
how?
If it is to destroy such a thing, he might be on a different plane when we cannot reach him, and if that were the case.
It is what it is, you know. We all sometimes have a warped perception of time. I've been cooped up in my room reading books, but like, yeah, it's been like a week, and then turns out it was like 2 years. It happens.
2 years I don't have.
Oh yeah, no, it's not gonna be that long. Don't worry about it. I was just saying that, you know.
Well, we will send word to the Gold that we are unsure of his whereabouts and give the information you provided. And we'll give it a few more days. And if we don't hear from him or if he doesn't show up, we will worry further. And yeah, he will leave you guys to be. Do you guys discuss anything or want to do anything given that knowledge?
Oh, so you want to get a tattoo? Certainly seems a little bit worrying, but I'm sure he's fine. You know, he seems so perfectly fine, you know?
I will let you all know that thing has a funny way of trying to take over people.
I can imagine.
That's what we were worried about.
The only way I probably kept it off was I agreed with it to certain levels for now. Said I was fine with the power I was given within bars.
Do I have any spells we could use?
Oh, am I gonna be fucking weaponless? God fucking.
I mean, I could try to scry on him, I guess.
Sure. You want to try?
Yes, I will attempt to scry on our
What's your DC?
Callius. For this level spell, oh my god. Let's look at this one. 24 base. Let me see if I have anything that would increase this.
I think it's still first-hand knowledge. I don't think you're familiar with him enough. Because all we know about him is he serves the Gold Dragon, he believes in Pelosus.
I'm also just looking like I have some stuff that amplifies certain spell types, so I'm just seeing if any of it applies to this. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't think so. So just based.
Alright, your spell will fail. You will be able to see nothing through the silver mirror that is given to you to attempt your scrying.
Now, question, John.
Mm-hmm.
Would she know if it failed because the target is dead?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, then I am going to attempt to scry on Indriel. Which we'll see how well that goes since it's like a shared name, but
Yeah, but you have a picture of him.
pretty familiar with the very specific Kindriel I'm trying to scry upon.
How familiar are you?
How much bed talk was there after the sex?
Jesus.
I mean, he brought me food in the
You
morning,
succeeded
okay?
caster level check.
Also spell resistance.
Oh no.
Oh, is there spell resistance on scrying?
Yes.
Oh, okay, give me a caster level check.
Oh, not one? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
The spell fizzles.
Alright, well, how many of these can I do a day?
Once a day.
On per
Well-
person?
Yeah.
24
That is
hours,
just
yeah.
if succeeds, John. She failed just on the cast. Technically, she can try
Oh,
again.
true. Yeah, you could spam it until the spell resistance.
Okay, well, I can only cast 6 spells of this level a day, so I have 4 more attempts that I
Okay.
could try, theoretically. So, we'll see if one of these caster levels succeeds. Oh my
No.
god, really?
F.
Now 3.
There you go.
25 plus the bonuses?
Yeah, yeah. But then this is...
But is he gonna save against me?
Do you have any of his remnants in your clothes, like a hair or something?
Probably not.
It
at
could have
this
fallen
point.
off.
I doubt it.
I need another caster level check.
The fuck?
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like a weird feeling. Like you feel like you're like getting a vision of the sensor, like getting close and stuff, and then there just feels like another barrier that like blows up your sensor. You can give me like a knowledge arcana or spellcraft or something to try to figure out like what that could have been.
Non-detection?
Maybe you're also trying at
Oh,
the same
oh.
time to look at somebody else there with a higher spell resistance.
Yeah, you're talking with Leyland, and Leyland mentions this feeling of non-detection, protecting someone that she had a similar experience, and you're confident that it's a non-detection ward. Protecting the target of your scry that you failed to overcome.
Poop. Well, I mean, do we want to do our own little investigation, maybe?
Possibly.
We just need some kind of placeholder weapon for the mountain.
Oh, wait. Do I have something? No, I don't.
Your bag of goodies.
I have... Okay, well, I'm not gonna pull those out. Those are bloodstones.
It would need to preferably be a pole arm.
All right, mountain. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on
pole.
holy magic. You have a
I
pole?
go to the elven
I have a
people
pole.
and ask them, what do you have that I could buy that he could use? Like, what's the best? Like, I know you guys are picky about your crafting for people, so like, what's the best thing you got on hand that I could just buy from you?
Well, what weapon does he prefer?
Normally
are
he
the
uses the
penalties?
lucerne hammer thingy, and he
Well,
uses it in
Joe is
one
just a pull-out.
hand.
They
says
can,
he can-
yeah, they can
Yeah.
loan you any weapon that you want of +1. Like if you just want a +1 whatever, you can have it.
Okay. Well, we'll take a +1 loaner for now. Do I need to leave a deposit or
Nope,
something?
they will trust you to bring it back.
So,
Cool.
John, technically it's a magical favor that she does this. Will this thing be medium-sized then? Because it's technically without gleam or whatever it is, so it doesn't auto-fit.
They can resize it for you if you whatever size you need it for. If you want like a large
Okay.
whatever, they'll give you a large.
Because
+1.
there are penalties if I use something that is mismatched to me. I
Okay,
forget
so they'll
what
make you a
those-
large +1 whatever item you want.
Alright.
All right. We ready for an adventure?
An
Yay!
adventure!
The easiest way is just I make this for now a +1.
I recall the memory that Kendriel gave me, and teleport us there. Try to.
Well,
Wait,
just
wait,
doing it, or are
trying
you
to
gonna tell
teleport us to
everyone?
where the red is?
What?
Are you telling your party where you're going, or are you just grabbing everyone and you're just teleporting?
I love
We
adventures.
Going.
Where are we going?
To try to figure out what the hell is happening with this dude, and who else better to ask than another dragon.
So you're taking us to see your lover. But last that I saw, told to go fuck himself and his family.
Do you want to find
You
out
three can
what?
go.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
$41.
Good enough.
Is it though? Teleport.
I think
Yeah,
so.
for seen casually, that's good enough.
Yeah, like even on seen casually, it's like
Yeah. Oh damn. Yeah, it's pretty hard to
Yeah.
fuck up teleport. Even if I want to
You
throw in
really-
it viewed once, which you did only view it once. But you have a memory of it, I guess, so you can like recall it. Anyway,
Yeah.
you three hold hands and teleport. You're outside this mountain wall.
I pat along it, looking for
Give
the
me a will
area that
save.
should be a secret tunnel.
26.
Doing
Yeah,
that is
you see
fake.
the entrance of this cave kind of turn translucent, and you can not fall through, but you kind of like push through it. The rest of you see this. You can clearly see there is an illusion, but you'll have to will save to disbelieve it. Leyland, you
That
see
tunnel
right
is
through it.
fake.
Look
It
at
is
me.
not correct.
Oh yeah, all of you can see the outline of the illusionary wall, and you can walk
An
into,
illusion.
an
What are you
illusion.
hiding?
Yeah, you'll pass through, and you can just see that there's this like, it looks like cooled magma is forming the inside of these walls. They're just like, they look like splashes, and like look like it was like mid like volcano erupting, and like they've been like frozen over, or all these like interior walls of this cave.
Interesting.
You can keep walking in until you get to just like it like kind of like tunnels down into like this small metal door. When I say small, it's like for a medium-sized creature, so a normal door for humans. But it was a big like open cave, and then it kind of just gets smaller and smaller until like fits into this door.
I try to open door.
You just grab it, try to open it.
Open door.
It's locked.
Knock, knock, knock. Hello.
Ding, ding, ding.
Anyone there?
Yeah, a few moments
Maybe-
passed, and this there's like a slit in the door that kind of opens, and there's like these like lifeless eyes that look through. It says password.
Drill.
Incorrect password.
Red.
The thing like slams shut.
Come and visit me.
The door.
Has a password though, it doesn't tell you the password. I don't think he wants you to visit.
The door unlocks, and then there's like this. Let me get the description of this thing. It is clearly some sort of golem creature. But what exactly does it look like? It is a stone statue looking like creature that flames are aiding out of it, that flicker in red and black, and smells of brimstone. It has a chiseled face that bears a feral, wicked grin. So it's like one of these things, and it like opens the door, like comes out and slams the door behind it, and says, "Please leave or die."
Hey.
Do you?
She just wants to see her boyfriend.
But don't you? Oh my god! I think I'm a stalker. Can you understand me?
Please.
I mean, I
leave
speak
or
Draconic.
die.
If
I do speak Draconic too. I didn't think about saying a password in Draconic. That would have been smart. Why didn't I think of that? I'm smart. I started talking to this thing in Draconic. Red. Kendriel. Wish to speak.
You have 10 seconds to leave this cave before you die.
Okay, bye.
9, Hey,
Okay, bye.
Alright. Okay, we back out.
as you start backing out, it opens the door and closes it again, and goes
I
back.
love how
inside.
you three are all three very smart people. Gollum, can I talk to you?
Sometimes they have brains, okay? Or like intelligence, AI shit.
As you
Okay.
guys start walking out, it took you a few minutes to walk in, and a few minutes you get back out. And as you're like, oh, you can talk and you walk as you want if you want.
Mm.
It takes you a few minutes to get back out.
I think he ghosted you.
I mean, maybe that's fine. I just thought maybe he would be able to provide, like, know a way of helping us.
The last red dragon I've heard of tried to beat my mother to the throne of Geffen, but
True.
I didn't know that they just left their baby mamas too.
Well, I mean, technically, I don't think
I
I'm
will
his baby
tell.
mama.
Yet.
Take a
Who
pregnancy test.
True.
You guys get to the illusionary wall, and as you can see, like the exit, there's someone out there with a red robe. It's not Kindrel. It's just someone who's like waiting for you there.
Hi! Who are you?
As you get out, it's clearly some sort of mage or something. He looks very. He's not like muscular, bulky guy. He just looks like a kind of.
Hey.
But it isn't. It's not a human. It is. Well, I don't know. It looks like a human, but it has like red, metallic kind of hair that's like, and it's also very attractive, conventionally attractive. And he just kind of says, as you guys come in, says, "Who are you? How did you find this place?"
I'm a friend of Kendriel, which is weird because I know a lot of you are
He
named
kind of looks
Kendriel.
you up and
So
down. Oh,
the
he kind of puts his hand in his thing. He didn't.
She had a dalliance with the Kendriel that we're looking for.
All right.
Okay,
How much money do you want? Listen, you.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I don't know what tavern this was at, but
help.
yes. How much money?
Not that kind of help, okay?
Oh.
Oh my god.
What kind of help?
We are having a slight problem with losing contact of someone associated with the gold dragon, and I wasn't sure who else could maybe help except for the one dragon else I've met. So I don't actually need him if like someone else could help us, but we are trying to figure out what has happened to someone.
Do you know which brother you met?
The one that is like 100
He's got like a
years old. Does that help?
He's got a red beard.
I don't know.
And I'm assuming
He's like the one tasked with delivering the extortion message to
Yes.
town.
Yes, that
Yes,
one.
like, you have told me that's very anywho.
Yes, it wouldn't help because there's twins, but anyway, I know the brother you speak of.
Oh.
If you want to wait here, I can.
Okay.
Oh, Christ. If you'll wait here, I can retrieve him for you.
Okay. Thanks.
How do you say menage a trois in Draconic?
Right? Like, are they into that? Are dragons weird about that?
Oh my god. A few minutes later, Kindriel, as you recognize him, will come out. Says, "Oh, you came here a lot sooner than I was expecting."
Yeah, same. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, wasn't intentional. Remember that guy who was part of the other dragon related guy during the intervention-y thingy? The paladin dude? Him?
Yes, I recognized him, an agent of the gold.
Yeah, he's kind of gone missing. Do you guys have any idea of how to find him or contact him, or I don't really know who else to ask other than like the one other dragon I've met, so
Unfortunately, we don't talk to one another's servants or agents. So, I could send word to the gold. I'm sure they have a way of contacting their own people.
yeah, I think the elves were planning on doing that too. I just didn't know if there was some more proactive means of figuring out what's going on, because I got really bored sitting around in that elven town.
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
If you don't have any other information of where he could be, I don't see how I can really help.
All we knew is he was going to attempt to destroy the item we gave him. And I tried to scry on him and it like insta-failed.
What is this item? I vaguely was trying to follow what was going on, but what exactly was this item that he was trying to get rid of?
It's like a blood crystal weapon that got made by the dwarves, and then it kind of got sentient and was like trying to take over his head and body and like make him kill dragons and other magical things.
The undead dragon's blood.
True, it did do that.
Bit of a dragon genocide weapon, you know?
I think the paladin guy was saying that he thought it was like the soul of one of those people back in like the witch hunter days, like a long time ago, and it like was now stuck in this weapon, and then it drank like dragon blood, and so it kind of morphed from being like witch hunter to now like dragon hunter. I don't know. But it would probably kind of suck if it got into the wrong hands for your kind.
I hate to be that kind of person, but would you like to meet my father? I think he needs to hear this from you.
Sure. Why not?
I will need to blindfold you all if you. When I take you through our lair, you see we have many traps to prevent people, and I don't want to reveal all our secrets to you.
Understandable.
That's fair.
Understandable.
I mean, being blindfolded with you doesn't seem too far-fetched.
Yes. He'll take out these red silk bands out. And
you use these on all the girls?
No, these are not for that. He will tie them around you, and you can tell these are definitely magical. They're like basically casting like almost like a personal darkness spell around you, because like right when it goes over you, you just feel like the darkness come over you. And yeah, he will.
Do these work on dragons?
Felix is asking for the sake of his outer senses.
just in case I'm a dragon. Or at least have the eyes of one.
If you have other means of sensing things, then yes, you could bypass this. It's merely limiting your vision.
Wait, what if magical darkness doesn't affect me?
Then the physical silk band will do the job.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is literally just limiting your normal vision. Obviously, if you can see through magical darkness, you'll just see the silk band, which is also meant to prevent.
So you have your your blind sense still, because that is just line of effect.
Yeah, you would still have blind sense and all that. But he just wants to stop your visual sight of like how to disarm the traps and how to navigate the labyrinth or whatever. He just wants to stop you from seeing things. Unless you can like see through the fabric or something.
All the secrets are mine to behold.
So yeah, after like some time, I don't know how you guys can track time of going through a labyrinth or whatever he's taking you.
Counting.
Yeah, you can literally try to count. He will be trying to converse with you guys as you guys are walking.
Yeah, I'll talk. I'm not trying to do anything special.
You're gonna bring on the fact someone tried to bribe you?
I just want to state, I don't know if this
The
is...
metallic dude would ask if you wanted money to leave.
Oh yeah.
But it's Whitney, it's just
if I use clairvoyance through this, but it's still attached to the crown that I'm wearing, can I see around me?
What is that, from an item, or you have to cast a spell?
Yeah, I just linked the item.
Oh.
It's not a spell.
on command.
Dark vision, increases dark vision 40%. The gemstone is detachable and can be rolled into rooms, dropped into holes, thrown through windows, or planted on a creature. Once per day on command, the crown's wearer gains the benefit of clearing the spell. But uses the cat's eye gemstone as a spell sensor and gains dark vision when viewing through the sensor. If the
That's
stone
so
is held
funny.
or carried by a creature, even yeah. So you could. How long can you do this for? Does it say? Is it just like unlimited?
I think it's as per
Guessing-
the spell, so
Oh,
how
once
long
per
the
day.
spell would last.
Yeah. How long does clairvoyance last?
Something cast level. So what is that cast level associated with the cat eye gem? Just
That's what I'm looking.
it should be in details.
Yeah, it's a minute per level.
It claims
Caster level
CL10.
10. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
so
you go.
10
So-
minutes. So yeah, you can, it gives you dark vision. So yeah, you can actually see through the gem as it's activated, and you'll see that you only can see 10 feet in front of you, as the room, once you get in there, is all smoky. It's like blocking vision like a smoke cloud. So unless you can see through smoke, you can't really see past 10 feet, but you can see 10 feet as you're moving through. In the first 10 minutes, I guess I want to type this out to you. Whatever. Just no one else metagame. Well, the team, I guess, knows
Well,
if
I
Megumi
mean,
shares it.
yeah.
So Megumi knows.
And
So the first thing that you come across within your 10 minutes is there seems to be like some area where he tells you all to stop, and then you see him go up to the wall, and like he protrudes like a dragon claw from, like his finger turns into like a dragon claw, and he like scrapes like a rune on the wall, and it like deactivates like some sort of trap. So you can tell like there was like a trap here that would have activated. You can just see like the floor kind of just like after he does this, the floor kind of just like decompresses a bit, and then he tells you all you can continue walking. The next part,
Note that down.
the next part, he like covers his eyes. He like puts his hand on his eyes and like feels along the wall and makes you guys like follow him. Like he has like one arm that's like covering his eyes and like scraping on the wall, and the other arm is like he tells you all to like hold hands, and he like holds one person's hand and like drags you all through here, and then like after like a minute or two he like removes his hand and then it's fine. And then you're probably like 8 minutes through, so you have another 2 minutes. And then here you'll see like there's like a bunch of these like golems that you saw at the door. There's like 5 or 6 of them that are just like standing against the wall, and he just like walks by them. And then he walks up to another stone wall and does another dragon rune, and then the stone, you guys can hear stones like peeling apart. He's clearly entered some sort of draconic rune. Do you speak draconic?
I do.
Okay, so then you will understand these runes that he was drawing. I don't have to translate it for you now, but you understand that he traced out a rune in Draconic that you understood, and it like opens up the door, and that's when your cat's eyes kind of starts to flicker and the time kind of runs out.
Okay.
you know, we are a little bit of the dragon party. We all have draconic.
Yeah.
And then there's another like 5 or 10 minutes of walking, more stone sounds, more things happening, but you can't see now, so I'm not going to give you those
Not gonna
things.
give specifics, yeah.
But then you get to a part where like you hear some stones crawling away again, and you walk in, and you immediately, once these stones move or the sound stops, you feel like a wave of heat, just kind of like when you walk into like some like place that has like the heat on high, and you just like it's like a wall of heat that you just feel as you walk in, and he will stop you again, and he'll tell you all to drink this potion that he hands all of you.
Glug glug.
Yep.
Yeah, if you guys don't ask questions, you just
It was
suddenly
a
the
potion
heat,
of poison.
the heat no longer seems to bother you, at least temporarily. And then you hear another voice. Whoever speaks Draconic can understand it, and he'll just say, "Brother, who are these people? Why do you bring them here?" And he'll just
A
respond.
one night stand and her friends.
And you'll just hear him respond in Draconic. "There's important information for Father to hear from them. Step aside. It's fine. They're with me. They won't mean any harm." And
I blow a kiss to this other voice, whatever direction it's coming from.
Oh god. And you guys are walking through. You guys have to like go by in like a 2x2. Before you guys have been like spread out. At some points you guys did have to go 2x2, and again you have to go like a 2x2 to fit into this smaller area. And then it kind of like opens up to a bigger area, and he'll kind of take the blindfolds off you.
So should I be worried that some like wizardy dude was trying to like bribe me to like get lost?
Oh, that is one of our servants. They try to get rid of our fans and people that we've met along the days, from finding our hidden location.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. Anyways, and before as you like your eyes are adjusting from the blindfold, you look around. You're in like what seems to be like an active volcano. There's like cracks in the floor that there's like lava. There's like a lake of lava ahead of you. There's like fire everywhere. And you feel like if you did not have drank your potion of protection from fire, perhaps, you would have had, or something that's giving you some resistance to fire damage, you would definitely be taking like fire damage over time here. It's like super hot, super smoky. It's hard to see, but the smoke kind of clears as this like big red dragon kind of flaps its wings, and it's in this like giant room. And it just kind of has a booming voice and calm, and he just says, "Who have you brought before me, son? Who are these people?" And he
Side
kind
comment,
of...
John.
What's that?
Is it bigger than the Nightmare Dragon?
How big was the Nightmare Dragon?
I whisper to Megumi now, that's the dragon.
I think it was either... I think it was 4x4?
Oh yeah, do I still have the age class things up here? Yeah, I do. So it was that... It looks maybe a little bigger or the same. It's hard to tell.
Hey.
You immediately like look over, and Kindrel is like on it, like he takes a knee and he says, "Father, I bring before you these important adventurers I've met and come across. They bring news of some sort of artifact weapon that's seems to have been crafted to kill dragons." And he kind of just like motions to all of you to speak. He says, "Please tell my father what you told me."
Okay. So, sorry, I'm bad with names. What's that paladin's name that you recognize?
Callius.
Callius. Thank you, random voice in my head, helping me have the intelligence that my character should have. So yeah, one of our traveling friends had a weapon crafted with the dwarves from blood crystals, and somewhere along the way of him killing things with this weapon, it kind of gained sentience. And at first it was like, okay, it kind of doesn't like spellcasters, and it kind of wanted him to kill spellcasters, but it wasn't a big deal at that point. But then we had a little bit of beef with that undead dragon, and we kind of put it out of its misery, and he might have stabbed this now sort of sentient hammer into its really big, weird heart that was keeping it alive outside of its undead dragon body. And after that, it kind of got a taste for wanting to hunt dragons and wanted him to kill all dragons. So we kind of staged an intervention with him because we're like, bro, no, we're not killing all dragons. We took his hammer and put it in like an extra dimensional space and gave it to Callius, and he was going to go destroy it. And that was like a week ago, and no one's heard from him, and we can't contact him, and every attempt to scry on him seems to fail, and he was kind of supposed to meet up with us to help get our buddy a new weapon. He like swore upon it and everything, and now he's sort of MIA with this sentient hammer that really wants to kill all dragons.
And that's a tendency to take over people's mind.
Yeah, you'll hear the big thumps of its claws as it like gets closer to you, and its like big neck kind of like creens down, and it like sniffs in the air at like all of you.
With beautiful eyes.
Do I smell good?
It's like, yeah, like it looks over all of you, and it stops and hovers over Megumi and gives it a good sniff, and it like goes back, and you can just feel even with your protection or whatever you have that's resisting fire, even now you start to feel heat as you can feel it like breathing in, and its like belly starts to like glow this like red glow, and it kind of like looks at you, and a little smoke kind of like comes out of its mouth, and it says, and it's like looking at Megumi and says, "I smell your ancestry. Your lineage is responsible for the extinction of our kind. Why should I not melt you where you stand?" Kendra, before you say anything, Kendra just says, "Father, please, they mean you no harm. I didn't realize that..." Silence! You failed to pay attention in the histories that I teach you? This cat is responsible, or at least her forefathers, ancestors,
The
killed.
question also, is there a reason why you're all not pissing yourself just being near this thing? Because isn't dragon fear just passive?
No, it's voluntary. They turn it on and
No,
off, I
it's
believe.
voluntary.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not trying to make them get... I mean, naturally they could be afraid, but he's not dragon fearing them at this moment.
I mean, clearly you're not extinct, though.
Do not make jokes! Your... I don't know, I don't know how long your creatures live for, but your great-grandmother or your mother or your grandmother, I have heard tales of her. Her
Yes,
partied
I'm-
with a deadly archer and deadly warriors of vampires and disgusting creatures, murdered our great Kindriel ancestor.
I put my bow just behind my back. I just like, I shimmy a little bit so he doesn't see it
Don't
that
the
well.
bow look like Isn't it gleamer?
Yeah, and I know it looks like a walking stick, but
Does it help
I just
vouch for us that we came to you guys to try to...
Yes,
Get
that's
over
why
it.
I'm not melting you where you stand. But I still need a good
okay.
reason not to do it now.
God, I'm glad I didn't fucking show.
It exhales some smoke out of its
Well,
nostrils.
you see, my mother's still alive, and if I were to die, that would upset her and her
So you're saying
dragon
killing
slaying
her
party.
would lure her here?
I'm saying that you don't want to bring that sort of heat,
Mm.
and she deliberately chose her words. You don't want to bring that sort of heat down on you and your kin. If you allow us to go in peace, there's no reason for her to come looking for you.
You'll immediately feel the heat kind of rescend, and you stop feeling the blistering, not blistering, but like the heat that was impacting you no longer. You feel more like normal temperature as the glow kind of subsides, and he kind of just like blows some smoke out of his mouth, and he says,
Even though smokes up his ass.
"It is true. Killing you would perhaps raise the ire of those that remain, that are strong and powerful. But it is still true what your ancestors have done. And this thing you speak of, it has become part dragon. We 4 dragons here can sense one another, or used to. So we sense this weapon. It is one of us, whether it likes it or not. It still exists, and is on the move.
Alright, that sucks.
Bring this weapon to me for destruction, and I will consider your past sins burned away."
Okay.
Yeah, very well.
Yep, seeing
Yeah.
as we were literally trying to destroy it.
Help point us in the right direction to find it?
I
You got a
can.
compass or something?
If you say it is within the possession of this Callius, It must have overcome him, and he now
That's
is
what we were
possessed by
afraid
it,
of.
I assume. Are you able to take it down if I point you in its direction? How will you track it once you leave here?
And all dragons track dragons?
No.
Oh.
Only us of certain age have a...
And what age would that be?
It's complicated.
Can
I don't-
Kendriel, this
No,
one right here?
my
oh,
sons are
okay.
too young
Oh.
to have such power.
Okay, you're not strong enough to do that? Sounds like you need to go adventuring.
Kendriel gives you like a side eye.
Well, since it's part dragon, have we tried scrying on the hammer itself?
I didn't try that, no.
That is tricky. You cannot scry on objects, but it is part object, part sentient, so it is tricky. I don't think you have revealed its true identity, or maybe you would have... That magic's tricky if you don't know who you're trying to scry on.
It never gave me a name.
See.
As far as I remember, right, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I?
I assume you are the ones who... in your summary, did you say you killed the black dragon? I can't remember.
Yes.
You said you did. Okay.
Yep.
It is a shame you killed the black nightmare dragon, or else he probably could have assisted you in this. The rest of us
To be
cannot
fair,
leave
he
our
was-
lairs.
Fucking with us real hard.
Yeah.
If only you had someone who was part dragon to help you with this.
I
The DM hints
just
that
take out a.
he's
I
eaten
take
some of an
I take a
ancient dragon.
small hand mirror.
You're part dragon?
I ate the
No.
fucking heart of one.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, what
I'm
would
I'm
you
guessing,
become
yeah, I'm
part
also probably part dragon.
dragon if you kind of like ate a piece of one you killed?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
about the heart of one you killed, or what about one that's cursed by a dragon?
Hey, hi.
What?
Hello. Look into my eyes.
If you messed with that undead dragon's heart, if you developed any sort of draconic abilities after messing with it, then perhaps you have some link to it.
Okay.
You
Never
should-
thought there would be some sort of weird bonus for him gnawing on that heart. Ugh.
You can call it a bonus, but I'm pretty sure he could have died.
I'm not surprised.
If he's not dead, he must be very fortuitous.
Yeah, he's a beefy guy. He's got that fort.
He, with some concentration, should be able to locate this weapon.
Ugh, God, that makes me nervous having the one who was attached to it be the one to track it. But I mean, I guess if that's the only way, then we just have to make sure.
There is another way. I could leave my lair and travel with you. And hunt it down with you.
I wouldn't presume to ask that of you.
Let's make an illusory fucking move.
Would you want to do that?
I wouldn't want to do it, but to rid
No.
this world of that weapon may require my active... me acting more actively instead of
Proactive.
passively.
Would that cause any problems, though, between your, like, dragon treaty partnerships going on
No.
if they're, like, a minion of the gold?
He glares at the Kendriel Jr. and kind of sneers his neck toward him and says, "You have a bad habit of telling people things, don't you?" And he's,
We kind of
Father,
already
they...
knew that
He like looks over. They already knew. It was
Yeah.
it was
I
impressive.
just nod.
It was impressive their knowledge of us.
It's common knowledge that, because obviously there had to have been some reason that there isn't inter-dragon feuding about who gets to take over the open territory. So it's only logical that you all have communication.
I am willing to travel with you, but should something happen to me, my sons will seek revenge.
Fair enough.
Also, I'm going to eat that one you say is connected to that weapon just in case. After we deal with the weapon, to make sure every essence of this is dealt with.
you can eat me after.
Can we not have to eat him? Is there any other option?
I can burn him alive.
Any option that doesn't involve him dying?
No. But there's an option where all of you don't die. Whereas you listen to me. Kind of just like gets closer to you. There's also a chest in it for you if you help me with this. Full of valuable items. They belonged to a strong adventurer one time ago. A holy man. He had a plethora of very valuable items that I keep for myself. But I know it's hard to betray a friend. But perhaps that will help ease your pain.
I looked to the other two.
You of course get this chest once we're done with this matter.
Well, first things first, we should definitely take out the weapon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So are we agreed?
Do we have any option but to agree?
Well, you have about 5 more minutes before that potion wears out and you'll start burning alive.
I mean,
So yes,
I
you
can
could
also-
disagree, but then you should leave here immediately. I will allow you that courtesy.
I don't feel good about betraying our friend. Though I appreciate your generous offer to help, I think that we should attempt this on our own if those are the terms.
That is fine. Just know after you deliver the weapon, I will hunt your friend. Because I fear this matter is not complete until he is dead.
Fair enough. But do note that may be in a court of law be considered fucking with us.
Is that a threat, little elf?
I like take a
Oh,
step
no, not at
away
all.
from Leyland.
Yeah,
No, not
I'm
at
like,
all.
That is fine. You can consider it fucking with you, as you have fucked with me, creating such an unholy
Thank you.
weapon.
Thank you.
Response: I actually fucked your son, so yes.
I did not.
Kendriel, see our guests out before they burn alive.
Bye bye.
And kind of just
Thank
he
you.
like backs up and just flaps his wings, and the smoke kind of gets pulled up again, and the smoke is like hazy and blocks vision quite a while again. And Kendriel will kind of like
I guess
gather
I
you,
might
and
get my wish with dying. Just
he'll
won't
put
get
the
my
blindfolds
revenge.
back on you and escort you out, unless you guys want to say anything else.
Mhm.
But as you're
No, it's
walking
fine.
out and him doing the things, he'll just say, "I'm sorry, my father. You know, he gets a little excited about these things, and I knew I would be in big trouble if I didn't bring you to him after you told me that. But I hope we're still good. I enjoyed our friendship, and I still do.
I'm sorry if we got you in more trouble with.
Oh
what
no,
we
it's
said.
fine. It's fine. He just likes to put on a show for our guests. We're all
You know,
good.
your dad's actually a lot nicer than I imagined.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Some
yes.
show.
Well, yes. Yeah, he's just like escorting you out, doing the same things. Again, it takes 15-20 minutes to deactivate the traps and do the things. And then yeah, he like unless there's anything specific you say, he's kind of like hurrying you out of here. And yeah, he kind of brings you back outside the illusionary wall and says, "Again, sorry about all that, but everything's fine. No one's." He kind of like brushes some ash off you. He says, "You look good as new."
Yeah.
Takes like a little smoldering ember out of your hair. You're good. You're good. We're good still.
Yes, of course.
I don't think he was talking to you.
No, he kind of
Yeah.
gestures to all of you.
Yeah, no, we're good.
And then he goes back to Isia. Did you want to stay the night again, or I don't know if you're in a rush.
I mean,
So
we
here,
could.
staying the night?
Oh yes, of course, all of you are welcome to stay. I just meant specifically.
Well, Atahia is our ride, so. Not that we're riding her, but that she knows how to teleport us.
yeah, I was gonna make a joke, but you know.
Give me like 5 minutes to take them back home.
Sure, of course.
I got my boots. I haven't even used them at all today. Teleport boots them back and then teleport my happy self back.
All right, I think here's a good spot to end, unless anyone wants to do anything. Yeah, let's go.
2D100s.
4. Oh, for the teleport, sure.
Teleporting. Rocks fall, you die.
I think for the start of next session, we need the.
The second one
Ooh.
might be an issue with you going back.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's just resolve that real quick, and then you can say what you're gonna say, Jess. Here, I'll say you've seen casually. So you're in a similar area. So you randomly teleport in like another side of this mountain. Do you have another teleport?
Fuck me. Probably. Hold on. How many times can I use these damn boots?
I think they're 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
All right.
Let's go.
You have used them 3 times. Or did you
No,
cast
I
it 2
used
other
a
time?
regular spell for the
Okay, that was
first
the regular
one.
spell. Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have been like you stood him up and you're like rushing out of here or something. You're back. So yeah, you
I'm
guys
back.
can go fade off to dark and do your thing. Anyone else want to declare anything or note anything?
I mean, obviously, I think I'll be talking with Leyland about what all are we going to tell the mountain? Do we tell him that the red dragon, daddy dragon's going to hunt him, or?
Ooh. Well, we're gonna tell him that we probably get to kill the red dragon anyway.
And also, I think Megumi's first instinct is we need to see if we can visit the gold dragon.
Yeah, because I'll
Yep,
let you know
yep,
this right
absolutely.
now. I am not trying to fight the paladin that has now been affected by this weapon with a +1. I know slightly what that weapon can do. I fucking ain't going near trying to fight it myself,
Yeah,
Kurt.
but all of you versus one guy. You guys can take one guy down, right?
John, that
Easy,
thing
yeah.
told me about 10% of what it could do.
No. Why would it do that?
Oh yeah, why would it?
All right,
Hey,
so
Christian,
whoa. What?
you think it gets the bane effect on you since you're part dragon now?
Who knows?
Anyway.
So yeah, So next session, you guys are going to do some talking, seeing a gold dragon potentially,
Yeah.
and hunting down this cursed paladin now, perhaps.
Let's go.
But yeah, other than that, I think here's a good spot to end. So I'm going to stop the stream here. GG's stream go
Peace.
down.